You probably working, which is good because if I'm off there, I go to a brewery.
You're right.
So,
Yeah. Just because one's closed and the other's open, might as well.
yeah, yeah.
Days off? What is that? I haven't heard of that in years. I don't know what you're talking about.
It happens once in a while, a few times. So we'll see there. And I was looking for this thing here as we get that scrolling across the bottom. So welcome to the show for everybody. And I reached out to Dave, our buddy here, Beer Front. So getting him set up to get Liquid Intrusion on his podcast over there. So they were open to doing an interview with him as well. So I'm actually about to crack open one of their beers here. I'm going to actually see them Saturday, probably for a little bit. We've got a little mini like Black Brewers brewery type festival event. And they're going to be one of the breweries there. Viking's going to be there, Black Viking, and a couple other ones I haven't met yet. So it'll be nice to meet a few of the other breweries around here. So trying to get some footage, maybe some upcoming video and stuff from there and everything. So it's kind of funny. I was talking in the store, right? So I'd actually caught up with them last week because they were up to do like a table display one night out there. So I went out to show some love and support. And I ended up meeting another creator that does stuff on Instagram. And she was there with her significant other, both of them. And she was saying like, her friend was her significant was nervous about coming. The place is called Whitey's Liquor. So it's like they're both black. They're like, I don't know. We're going to a place called, it's like, even now, just that name comes out. So it's kind of funny. It's going to be a Black Brewers mini event at Whitey's. So there you go. That's just how it rolls sometimes. That's where that's how 2024 is going to start off. All right, let's roll.
It had to have been intentional. It had to have been intentional, right?
Yeah.
Wait, when is that?
That's this Saturday. So I'm going to
you're at Whitey's and it's Black History Month, so it all snowballs.
If you're trying to script this out for an event, it just seemed like it wouldn't work. Right? If you're putting a movie or a TV show out, hey, no, nobody's going to buy that. Like, it happens. So yeah, so it's that's when I always say, yeah, Maryland is kind of southern still in some regard. Like you don't see that like in the northern state, people are like, whoa, I don't know how you can pull this off. In the southern state, let's roll with it.
Awesome.
Yeah. So I'm going to actually crack open one of their beers here, which I've done a review on the channel before. They only have the 2 brews they're actually still putting out there, but I grabbed a 6-pack of this when they were down, but it's going to be the African Queen in her 7 Seas IPA, which is a great little brew there to actually enjoy. So 6% ABV. I don't know. I'm starting to get back into the IPA mold again. So.
Uh-oh. Look out.
Yeah, I was a little burned out on IPAs for a good amount of time. So now I'm starting to feel them a little bit more.
Yeah.
So
this really doesn't matter. Like starting to get warm-ish, sort of. So it's kind of like, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, you gotta take a break from them. And I don't know, it clears your palate up when you don't have them for a good amount of time, I guess. I mean, I had some here and there, but having the Trogs double,
not as freaking.
Which I'm going to try to pick up their single this weekend as well, since I can maybe do a comparison of the two. But also, I've never had this single from Trogs. It's kind of got me a little bit, kind of getting back into that, and not like all the way to the full juicy hazy type stuff, but like little West Coast type feels that are in play. Yeah. So those are nice to come back to. But great looking beer. Great looking beer there.
Style, especially if we had it a lot.
Yeah.
Especially like IPAs for the reason, like you said, it kind of can wreck your palate a little bit here and there,
Yeah. Yeah. Last night we went to Valentine's Day, so we went to dinner and stuff, and ended up having a Sequence Ale, which I haven't had that for a while from Dogfish Head. Mm. That's always a tasty one. And then I had one of the Framboes strawberry, which was, that's such a good lambic. That just melts in your mouth when you have that. It's just like liquid candy for sure.
Then you realize like the ABV's like water.
It was good.
But they're still just so good.
Oh yeah, you sit there all day drinking them, but it's so good. Yeah, it's just like a little pricey, but good.
Hey Tom, I feel like you're unusually quiet. I'm having a little trouble hearing you. Is your volume up or
Yeah?
You seem really quiet to me. I don't know.
Okay. All right. Am I?
You see,
right also?
yeah, you're coming through fine on my end.
Oh, it might just be my end then. But Rod, you're the same volume as normal. It's just Todd's
Yeah.
very quiet. So
Let me see if Todd's been adjusted or anything like that.
It's just me.
I mean, no, it's automatically adjusted there, so everything looks good.
okay.
Both of you guys there. I don't know. Maybe it's just. I mean, the people in the crowd, does Todd seem low to you? I mean, I can definitely turn him up if he does.
Don't worry, Mal. You ain't missing anything. I have nothing good to say anyway.
Are they serving wit beer? Sup, Rod, Todd, and Mal drinking some Cloud Rise 7.2 from Blowing Rock Brewing. All right. Let's get our
Oh,
beer goggles on and slow dance up in here.
Blowing Rock. So I think that's the brewery. Are they in North Carolina? Maybe. I feel
Might
my
be down
cousin-
there. Yeah.
I feel like my cousin gave me a hat from there, and they went there one time. He's like, here, and they come. He lives up in Bloomington, so they visit. You know, they usually come down for Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Here, I got this hat. He's like, you can have it if you want. I was like, it's cool. But I think it was Blowing Rock, and he brought like a growler also from there.
I bet it is probably for that because Emerson's down that way. So I bet it is probably
I
them.
feel like it was North Carolina. I wouldn't swear to that. Maybe it might be South Carolina, but I think it was North Carolina because he used to live in Charlotte. So I think that's, you know.
Cheers to Vanessa as well in the house.
Vanessa.
Oh, look at that. She put us in the same line with Mal tonight. So
Oh.
Vanessa.
Hey, Rod, not only the same line, but we're ahead of Mallory.
right?
You know? We come first tonight. Thank you, Vanessa.
Cheers, Kettle. Great to see you, my friend.
Hello.
Cheers. Y'all haven't checked out Kettlehead. Make sure to check him out on his channel as well. Vanessa audio sounds okay, way over here. So she seems to hear everybody all right.
All right, good.
Todd, casually scream conversationally, be a team player. There you go. Emerson and let's see, Rusty Tater and Kettlehead. Everybody say hello. Blowing Rock Brewing, Western North Carolina. There you go.
Yeah, all right. I was
Or
like,
Western-
when I come up, like, I was like, I remember, I think I have a hat from there.
Western North Kakalaka, as the kids say. Yeah.
Yeah.
Todd coming through kind of weak, Rusty said.
Rusty, nobody asked you. Nobody asked you. You say the same thing if I wouldn't, so, you know.
Rusty out there just throwing shade. Just throwing shade.
Especially when it comes to me, he's always throwing shade, for sure.
Every time Rusty sees Todd. Hello, Unadapted from Vanessa. Hey, Vanessa from Emerson. Everybody, hello. What's up, ladies and gents? And there we go. Everybody's all in there. Everybody's being all happy and cheery. So,
Always cordial.
I cracked my beer open. What beer did you guys crack open for your first one here tonight?
You want to go first this time, Todd?
Go ahead, Mel. You can go first. Since my name is in front of yours tonight, so you can go first.
Fair enough.
I feel like tension's building right now.
I have a newly tapped one from Ravinia Brewing.
Ooh.
It's called Community Matters, and if you were here last week, not last week, the week before.
Dave, yeah.
Dave was having this beer. So, for those of you who know, Ravinia is going through a little issue with a copyright trademark thing with the Ravinia Festival that does music events. They came out with this beer. It has folks like all, arms around each other here, and it has the two locations, and then it has the Chicago City skyline in the background. So kind of a cool can art on this one.
Yeah.
And this is us saying how much community does matter and that we shouldn't be attacking each other. We should be working together. So I kind of love the beer. It is a Vienna lager. It used German noble hops. It's 5.3% ABV, and it is 18 IBUs. I know it says 18 IBUs, but I have had this one obviously in the tap room because I check the lines when I'm working and everything. Malt forward, caramely, roasty, toasty, but then there is a bit of a hot bite to it. just personally, I feel like it's higher than 18. I'd say 25 or so, but they say 18, so I'll go with it. But yeah, really, really lovely beer, easy drinking, and I've been drinking the heck out of it since it came out. So,
Nice.
but I'm a malt head. I like the malts.
She likes a malty.
Oh, and I'm having it in the most gorgeous glass that has ever existed.
Oh, look at that glass. That glass is
Get the beer on.
nice.
Oh yeah,
That glass is
Oh,
very
yeah.
nice.
I'm loving the glassware right now.
I should get like one of those things like the I don't know how you get it, but like what's the old like the pen? What movie was it in? He would turn the pen upside down and the clothes will fall off the one. Like you need something where you're drinking the beer and the beer like comes out of the glass there. So that'd be kind of a cool little gimmick. Yeah.
Yeah.
One of them old sailor type pens from back in the World War II days, I guess. But yeah, so Mal actually mentioned that about the thing. I actually put a link in the channel in the video kind of discussing that from back then too, if you want to check it out, folks.
We do also have a GoFundMe going right now. I can't recall it off the top of my head, but I will find that information, and if Rod's okay with it, I'll probably toss that in the chat. But we're trying to be able to pay our lawyers and stay open, which is a little tricky right now. So
it's so dumb. This is so
I know. The whole thing is just ridiculous, and they're playing pretty sneaky right now because there's other things I can't go into it unfortunately, but
yeah
there's some underhanded dirty dealing happening that's really kind of messing with us right now, and I can't go into it. I'm sorry. But it's not good. There's some problems. So we'll be all right. We're fighting the good fight. We are going for it. We're just dealing with some stuff. So
yeah, and Dave over at Bear Front, he's got an interview there with one of the owners too that took place. You can check out the podcast for him. And
that was a great interview too.
Yeah. Dave does a good job, and he really got good information about the brewery out and stuff. And I forgot who it was he did for your brewery. I knew it was just one of the owners. I can't remember the name offhand, but really good. Yeah, they had a really good talk and chat, and yeah, good stuff. And because of Dave, now I'm like, at some point, if I get back to Chicago, I guess I gotta get this damn fried ramen, because Dave made it sound like fried ramen was like the next coming of Christ.
You have no idea. And the funniest thing, that was Chu's idea. It was Chu's idea. I love that it was Chu's idea. He went to the chef. He's like, "Well, can I have it in a burrito?" And the chef's like, "Yeah, you can. Let me work on that." And he made it, and she was the first one to try it and taste test it, and like that was all Chu, just so y'all know.
Of course, then it comes to the question of, why would you think to have ramen in a burrito? I don't know where Chu's mind works some days. I'm just like, how does he even put that together?
He wants it handheld. He wants a handheld thing.
Yeah.
He didn't want a bowl and like a spoon, and he doesn't do chopsticks very well. So like he was just like out on all of that. He wants it in his hand and he wants it in his stomach. Those two things.
There you go.
So, yeah.
Hey, it works.
I mean, that's how good things start. I mean, Primanti Brothers out in Pittsburgh, truckers didn't have time for stuff, so they put the fries, everything right on the sandwich, all in one spot. So innovation, it comes from everywhere. So yeah. They should have named it like well, I guess I can't say that now because it might be racist or something like that. But I was gonna say like they should have named like the Fu Manchu or something like that, like for name. But I was like, you can't say that, I guess. Well, I don't know what to say, but it should have been something with Chu's name in the title.
That would have been hilarious.
But I wouldn't say Chu's burrito because nobody wants to bite into that. I'm just saying it would have to be something a little different.
Yeah. What are we getting here? Chu's burrito.
Yeah, like they've been like Lo Manchu or something, They've been kind of cool just to have his name in it to it as the originator.
Yep, I agree. But the owners decided that deep fried ramen was the way to go, because not only do they put it in the burrito, but they deep fry the whole thing. So yeah, it's fried as well. I mean, it's not breaded or anything, but it's like kind of crispy on the outside, and then you have the broth, the pork carnitas broth that you're dipping the burrito into, and
that sounds amazing.
I can't tell you how freaking good this thing is. It's so good.
Port
Oh.
carnitas translates to American to like good fat juices.
Yes, exactly. Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Yes. Oh.
And then you got the pickled vegetables, the jalapeno, the cilantro. It's just nuts. It's nuts. It's so good.
Well, it definitely set Dave off that he really loved it there. So
Oh yeah.
that worked out pretty well. And Todd, what are you drinking?
So I cracked open PB&J Sour from WeldWorks
Ooh,
fun.
I know that's going to be a tasty one.
at
For
4.5%, and it says with chopped peanuts, raspberry and strawberry puree, and milk sugar. So
Ooh.
never had it, so we'll see.
It's got WeldWorks. It's got WeldWorks on it, so you know it's going to be good.
That's what I was thinking too.
Yeah.
And that's what it looks like. So it's kind of a jammy.
Oh, the head dissipated pretty cool. I mean, sour is usually
Well,
good, but that really.
I poured it
Okay.
when Mel was talking about her beer. So
Yeah.
Sorry, I talked too long.
no, you're fine. No, that was my fault because I opened it. I'm ready to drink.
He was the early can opener. He got too excited. I gotta get it out of the glass. I gotta get it right now. Right now.
Like jam for sure. Definitely smell like sourness, if it makes sense. Like, when kind of makes you want to pucker a little bit just of the smell of it.
Mm-hmm.
Enough. You can definitely tell it's a sour for sure.
Yeah. Sour pucker.
Oh, that's like the sourness of the smell is more than the taste. It's really good. Like it's not overly
tart.
sour.
It's tart though, right? Like you're getting tartness out of it. Yeah.
No, you can definitely tell it's a sour, but it's not like like some of those are in your face and you're just kind of like, oh, I don't know if I can drink this too sour. I can drink some of it, not enough, but no, this is like good, mellow, just enough tartness to let you know, like, hey, I'm a sour, but I don't know about the peanut butter in it though. I definitely get like the raspberry strawberry jam, but I don't really taste much peanut butter in it.
The way you said that made me think of like one of those like introductory type things. Not like alcohol and that and everything, but it's kind of like, hey, I'm a sour, I'm a little tart. But I'm not overly tart.
Everybody's like, sour, tart.
Yeah. Welcome, sour.
Welcome. Yeah, welcome.
So am I the only one who's ever thought of like posting beer descriptions as though they're dating profiles? Because I think that would be really interesting.
I think that would be a nice idea to do. I think you should do that. It's
Yeah.
always about being something different.
I feel like that would kind of fit. Like, yeah.
Yeah, it's dating profiles, right? You're trying to convince someone to come along, right?
Instead of like,
I just think it would be funny.
Oh, then you could have them like come together for like if they're on a date and you'd be making like a Coovie date where they'd be trying to connect to see if they actually fit together.
Yeah.
You could blow that up to different things.
Like, no, we're not gonna work. We're not gonna work out. So
I'm not gonna work out. You're a stout, I'm a porter.
Yeah.
Can't do that. I mean, technically you're me, but I'm not you.
Right.
So I had a really fun little tasting party with the owners last night, and one of the owners' wives. But we're doing for about 3 weeks. We're having Girl Scout cookie.
Pairings
with the flight.
That's real popular right now. Yeah.
It was, and we've been doing it for years. But yeah, so some of the money goes to support one of the Girl Scout troops in town. It's really cute. So we had 5 different cookies, and they poured 4 2-ounce pours of all 14 of our taps, and we're sitting there tasting a cookie and then trying it with all the different beers, and like it was ridiculous. There were so many little tasting glasses on our table, like there was no room for anything else. It was ridiculous.
I'm just saying a good amount of taps and girls, the combinations are endless. We could be here for a while, folks.
Yeah.
Strap it in.
It was a lot of fun, I gotta say.
So what y'all do?
We had a good time.
Like vote on your best combinations.
Yeah.
Is that what?
Well, I mean, so we would narrow it down, and then like one of us would try this cookie with this beer, and we go like, don't guys, don't do it, it's awful. Like we would warn each other, don't
Yeah.
do that one.
all right.
Well, we
This-
had like a chocolate peanut butter cookie, and then we tried it with a grapefruit forward pale ale, and it was like, oh hell no,
No.
Hell no. That was painful. So yeah, just
Then
little
like
things like that.
15 tastings in, they're just all around the table.
This one goes good together.
Well, a couple of more sit there going, man, we got to get home. We got to order food for the kids. We can't finish all these. I'm like, hey, no alcohol
Oh.
use in this space. You know that.
That's
I
right.
ain't seen you wasting no beer. And they're
No
like,
drink
Got it
poured.
for-
can't do it.
You could have cuvee two beers together to pair up with one cookie too, because you got extra taps, so you could make even a special type
That's
thing there
true.
too. Yeah. Did you have the dosey doos? What did we say last week?
Those.
You put that like you could put that probably like some of the a peanut butter, like a porter or a stout, like a peanut butter.
The Dosey-Do is actually paired with our, they call it a Midwest IPA, but I'm sorry, it's a West Coast. I don't care what the owners say. That's a West Coast IPA. But yeah, the pine forward and the hoppiness actually worked really well with the little oatmeal cookie with the
Really?
butter in it. It actually worked really nicely. So that is on our tasting flight.
Okay.
And
Because
oh my gosh,
I was thinking IPA like with the one of the lemon cookies.
I hate the lemon cookies so much. I don't like the lemon cookies at all. But I tried the lemon cookie with our
Or with the sour.
No, I
Yeah.
put it with our Imperial Saison.
Yeah.
It's incredible. It's so good with the Saison. It was shocking.
There you
I was
go.
so
Okay.
excited. That's like my favorite of the four. It's so good. We have an Imperial Saison that's 9%er, and it'll just knock your socks off. But when you put it with that lemon cookie, it was beautiful. That was a work of art.
Hmm. Did you do
would-
the go ahead,
Would think
Dot?
would go together. I was like, you wouldn't think those would go together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you do the Samoan one or whatever? The
Yes,
coconut.
The Samoa is a pair.
Isn't it called something else now, I think?
No, it's still called Samoa.
That's
but
what I
no,
saw
I-
something. Because I saw one for Braxton Brewing out of Northern Kentucky, and they had it, and it was like Unbridled or something, I think was they called it, or I don't know, it was something different, I thought.
Hmm.
I put a post on my Facebook page, but yeah.
I feel
We
like that would have
actually
to go
paired
with
the
stout.
Samoa with our Beer Aid Goza. The Goza is forbidden black rice, Thai ginger, Himalayan sea salt. So it's like a ginger salty Goza kind of thing, but with the salt and the caramel and the
Coconut.
it actually
Yeah,
worked really, really well. So the Samoa went great with the Goza.
I can see that.
And then our last one was one of the owners did not want to put Thin Mints in. He did not want Thin Mints, no Thin Mints, no Thin Mints. We have a beer called Tiny Tim Cookie Beer, and it tastes like ginger snaps. So we have the Thin Mint, the chocolate, the mint, and then ginger, nutmeg, clove, and the Christmas spice kind of thing. It's like a Christmas party in your mouth. It's insane. It shouldn't work, but it did work. I'm sorry, it just did. So the Thin Mints is with our ginger snap beer.
Yeah, I'm not a huge Thin Mint person, but I feel like they got to be there. It's like a staple, right? It's
Right.
like so many people like Thin Mints, you know.
Well, the last 2 years they wanted to do Thin Mints, but we didn't have a beer that worked with the Thin Mints. The Tiny Tim Cookie Beer happens to work, but we never
Yeah.
had a even like
So
one of
even
the
like with
soft
this
stouts or
the dark,
anything.
yeah, I was gonna say 'cause a lot of people do stouts
Yeah.
and stuff, or porters with it. Yeah,
None
I
of
was gonna
ours
say-
none of ours worked with Thin Mints until now. So this is nice.
I was gonna say the combinations you just said. I wouldn't feel like they'd be the first thing that pops in your mind to pair it with. You know what I mean? Like they'll feel like they're Ken out in right field or whatever. But
Yeah. I will say that trying the Thin Mints with our Saison kind of broke my soul in a couple places. I don't know if I can recover from that because a Saison with a Thin Mint cookie was unpleasant on so many levels that I don't know if it's that bad. It was
was the
that
new Belgium fat tire unpleasant?
oh,
the new fat
Charlie
tire.
You know, New Belgium's new fat tire actually didn't break my soul. This did.
Oh, so it's worse than that. Okay. Okay.
This was worse. This
Wow.
was worse.
Yeah. Good to get more beer to rinse the taste out of your mouth, though. So
That was rough.
yeah.
But it's okay.
But you know,
You know,
sometimes you gotta take one for the team in this business. Sometimes you got to get in there and it's all part of science.
Right, as you that day, I'm thinking Will Smith just come to mind.
Yeah. Get that Girl Scout cookie out of my mouth. Yeah. Who gave me this one and walk over and slap them? Oh, that's hilarious. Oh, let me see here.
doing it for like 3 weeks and then we'll run out of cookies and it'll be fine. But for now, we're going to have fun with it. So,
Oh, yeah. Which reminds me, I went to the store last weekend. Going in, I saw the Girl Scouts there and coming out. So I got to get some Girl Scouts cookies when I came out and forgot to get them when I came out. So I still need to get some if they're there again this weekend.
I know I need to pick some up too.
Yeah. And that's that. Full disclosure, I'm pretty much half dead right here. I don't know. I think nothing gets past you, Vanessa. So, one would think a music festival would enjoy a company bringing beer to the festival. Yeah, well, they have like a beer stuff, but never mind. I'm gonna get into that.
They refused to carry our beer, and they had a beer fest over the summer. 30 breweries were invited, and we were not. So. They're happy to have beer. They just don't want ours.
Sons of bitches.
And then they order $300 worth of food and tip $1 when it takes 20 minutes to bag it all up because they're assholes. So
What?
I didn't say that. I'm sorry. That was inappropriate.
Oh, that tip thing is that's a sore subject there for sure. I mean,
Yeah, that was rough.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's why I won't let my employees take the orders when it's them calling for food because they're working for tips and I'm not. So no, I won't let them do it. I take it on myself because it's like if the toilet's messing up, I will take that on myself. I don't make the staff do that. That's me. I'm the manager. I will deal with the dirty jobs. So yeah.
So you don't want to take the toilet on yourself. That doesn't sound right. But still, I get what you're saying.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, if there's an issue with the plumbing or an issue with something that's well beyond $8.40 an hour, I will take that on myself. I won't make that. My staff doesn't have to do those things. That's all me. So
yeah. No, you're a good manager. I'm sure you take the shots for your people. I'm sure. Vanessa said, "Nice glass."
A year and a half doing what they're doing. I know if the owners had come to me and said fix the toilet, and I said I'm making $7.80 an hour, and I'm not getting tipped for fixing the toilet, so no, I won't be fixing the toilet. So
yeah,
that's not how that works.
Well, thank you, Vanessa. And actually, that reminds me. So, if you guys want to see more of the glassware, I just put a link out there as well. You can check out, but also, if you haven't checked out Mal's channel, got to drop a link for her channel there too. So there you go.
But it's a little lacking in content at the moment, but we are working on it. We're getting there. We're trying so hard. Like we have several videos ready, and we just have to finish the editing, and then we're trying so hard.
Yeah, I mean,
you should do some videos from the brewery, like the day in the life of.
Actually, that wouldn't be too bad. I'd have to check with the owners if that's okay, just to make sure that they're fine with it. But
right, yeah.
They'd probably be all right with it. I'm worried that I'll be focused on videoing and recording and stuff, and I won't be handling my actual managerial duties. That's what concerns me. I'd have to go in on a day off to do it, and then I would be in people's way on top of that. So I'm like, I have to.
Would be.
It could be like a day in the life,
what would be cool because, like, if you ever watch like Bar Rescue, like one of the things they actually do.
Shut it down! Shut it
down! Not yet. I know what you're doing, but not yet. One of the things John Taffer will have some of the restaurants set up sometimes is like a photo booth where people can stand and do Instagram stuff. So it'd be kind of cool if there was like a spot you could have there. and people could record a quick little video, and then you would replay it back on your channel for them. Like, hey, we're at blah blah blah, having a great time. Here's some beer we're throwing down. Do. Y'all should come down and check it out, and you could actually repost that back up, which would be a cool thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's an interesting idea. I
Yeah,
is it okay to
because
talk to the owners about that?
yeah, of course. So, but it's basically, instead of it being just like an Instagram type shot, you got to move with technology. You could actually shoot a quick video and upload that as a shorts or whatever like that and everything, or a TikTok thing. And that will go quicker to get people interested. Hey, what's going on down here at Ravinia? I see videos popping up, people having a great time, whatever. And you'd have like a little booth type area. You'd have something with the Ravinia logo behind or whatever, where people can go there and just take a quick shot and upload. Or you don't even have to put anything there. You can actually set it up and encourage people to do it, and people will do it themselves. And then just say hashtag Ravinia or whatever like that, and then everything like that and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And there's just different things you can do there. I mean, I may know a little bit of stuff about marketing, just a little, but
Thank you. I appreciate the input. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So Ravinia Brewing actually does have a YouTube channel. They do.
Mhm.
They have one video on their YouTube channel, and it was posted years ago from Catherine, who was kind of like the GM, like 2 people back from me. So she was a ways back. I knew her as a customer. I didn't work for her. And they have one video, and it's literally like a little educational video on the bar and stuff. Like, that's it. And they have like, I think 6 subscribers, but something like that could really like build it up a little bit. And I think that would be kind of neat and helpful. So I will talk to the owners and see if maybe there's something we can do to kind of set up a thing to, I don't know, like give us a little PR on this side. That's not, just the news channels and whatnot that we're doing right now. So
if they ever want
short, be like, just throw it on TikTok, because I feel like that's where a lot of
well the trick is, and I could do a TikTok too, but the trick is I'd have to actually like review the things that people are filming so that I know what's going up on our channel before I put it anywhere.
Yeah.
There's some people who will take advantage and not do the right thing, or be too drunk when they do it. Or,
you just might that can kind of clear it through.
Anybody. I don't want them to be like, "Oh yeah, totally post that," and then I come to them the next day. Are you sure you want me to post? What because
or a week later,
want that up there.
Yeah.
So there will have to be a vetting process on the videos, but I could see with the owners and see if there's something we could do. That would be cool.
Yeah, well, if they ever want to kick anything around for YouTube ideas, you know how to get a hold of me. But one of the things I want to do is maybe down the line branch out a little bit more consultant anyway. So, and working with some different things and being able to share some ideas there. So. Kettlehead pouring up a peel out IPA from Wild Rose Brewing. Very nice. And Shane in the house. He said, "Cheers, guys. Busy for about 15, but I'll be back." So he's running around like crazy.
Well, I probably said hi to nobody then, but
he might be back now. I mean, it's been probably 15 since I've gotten to his comment, so you might be back now. He's like, they still haven't read that comment yet. So deep fried ramen. Yes, Vanessa, you got deep fried ramen there in Chi-Town.
So good.
For the win.
Handheld foods are always good. Get them when to go.
Agreed.
Let's look at Ravinia's Jazz Festival Jazz Dial with Pharoah Sanders trying to pass it towards the Brie and people get it.
Well, I mean, they call themselves a jazz festival, but last year they had Jason Mraz, they had Carrie Underwood, they've had Taylor Swift, they'll have the Gypsy Kings, they'll have, so when we have a guitar,
did they have Jazzy Jeff? They have Jazzy Jeff.
Yeah, Jazzy Jeff. But so when we have a single guitarist in our 10-table tap room, obviously we're infringing on their rights as a music festival. So that's a thing, apparently.
Yeah, we've got a rival upstart down the street.
Yeah.
How many people they got? They got like 25, 30 people. It's too many. Shut them down.
Well, a complete sellout for us. Like every single seat is full. In the warm weather, you're looking at maybe 100 people. In cold weather, we only have the tap room, and the tap room has 42 chairs in it. We have 42 chairs. So a complete sellout is 42 people.
Wow, there you go. Well, yeah,
A
yeah.
complete sellout is a couple thousand, so or several thousand of some sort. So yeah, I don't know that we're on the same level, but apparently we are infringing nonetheless.
Yeah, you got to shut them down now because it gets out of control. We'll never catch up. Yeah. 42 people versus how many you got there? Like 15,000. Okay, never mind. I would head to Montreal each year to jazz when I said, yeah, it is. It's a whole dumb argument on something like that. Yeah,
It is.
too much tartness and it will not go down for me.
That sounds
Let's talk
very
about the sour.
inappropriate.
Yeah,
That sounds so inappropriate. I
I
won't
think
let it
still
tart.
talking about
No,
the sour.
no tart is going down on me. What'd you say?
Adapted tan, robust, high ABV. And then Shannon's got something going on in the background there. We got Ray in the house. Hey.
Hi, how are you?
What's happening? Cheers, my friend. I'm going to assume it's Ray because usually Ray, because I think Paul usually signs in as much. Paul's always doing the karaoke stuff, so yeah. Tasting the tea bag papers were like that. Huge batches to get through with the test samples filling the lab tables. Tea bag paper. Was that like, I think you were talking about like the whole Samoa type thing back then. Or no, the thin mint thing you were having like.
You know, between a tart not going down in her and tea bag papers, I'm getting a little concerned about Vanessa's, stuff here. Sorry, just saying. Am I the bad person for bringing
she
that
said she
up?
can only half hear in her right ear, so maybe she missed a part. I don't know. But I think she's comparing because she's maybe the tea bag to you not getting that taste out of your mouth with the cookie.
Yeah.
Big Daddy in the house. Cheers. He's sipping a Yingling.
Daddy.
He's probably still got Yingling from that time he ran to Carlo last year. His whole trunk was full of Yingling. He sent me a picture of. Like, dude, you're like smoking a bandit out here getting a Yingling. Hey, Mojo. Big Daddy having a Yingling. There you go. Wish we can get Yingling up here. Do you though, Ray? I feel like you get it. You'd be like, really? That's what it's all about? Like, no. But if you go, when you go to Niagara, it's right across to go to New York because Joe and them get it there, right? They get it right there in New York for Yingling, I believe. Unless I'm mistaken.
I remember when we first got it, everybody was like, yes, you finally get it. You don't have to go to Florida on vacation and drink it while you're, it's like, oh, okay. And you're like, yeah, it's good, but.
We got Paul, PA Brew News in the house. What is going on? And let me see here. I was looking for something. I'm on the wrong thing. I'm on the wrong thing right now.
Wow, your voice went super high for a second.
I can't I can go Barry White, or I can go very high, like someone hit me in the nuts. I guess I don't know. I can switch it up. I'm versatile in that regard.
Versatile.
I'm versatile.
Oh, you didn't know? Your ass better call somebody.
That's how I roll. Oh, wait a minute. Paul's in the house now? Is Paul and not Ray? What?
No, Paul from PA Brew News. He's
oh, I thought it was Paul. Like, no, it's me, Paul.
It's still Ray. He's saying hi to Paul from PA Brew News.
That works then. My bad.
Look how excited you got, though. I think Ray's gonna feel sad now.
No, I love having Ray here. Ray is awesome. But it's kind of like if Paul showed up, you'd be kind of surprised, right? You'd be like, "Oh shit, Paul's in the house." That's like not something you see, He's a little recluse some of the time.
He must be really bored.
Yeah.
Where's Paul? Sorry.
Right? Where's Paul? Like, Paul, where you at? Not Pa. Paul, what are you, like Appalachia? Paul.
Paul.
Good night, Paul.
Yeah, night, Paul. Shout out to Simo in the house. Welcome to the membership, my friend. Simo back into the membership, him and Trez out there right now. And I got some more things planned for the members. I'm actually working on a couple things now, a newsletter and a few other things upcoming. So glad to have you back, my friend, and happy Thursday. Well, actually, happy Friday to you. You're up late tonight, too. Appreciate you being here. Got to appreciate the UK guys being in the house. Which the UK guys were kind of getting a little tormented the other day going to Germany because they had higher beer. You missed it last week, Mal. We were talking about that, but they had a Euro tournament this past weekend.
Oh, okay.
And UK was warning their people about going to Germany because the beer was stronger. So that's like, and what ended up happening is what we get, like you get a new person at work or a new kid in school and they're like, this is so-and-so, the new kid, or the kids come up with a nickname or something for that person. And they'll go to the teacher, like, I don't like the nickname they're calling me. Now teacher will be like, don't call them this nickname. They don't feel comfortable with it. What do? You start calling the kid that nickname because that's what you did, right? Yeah. So everybody starts doing it. Yeah. And so the UK came out about the whole thing about the beer. So all the German people started mocking the UK people like they couldn't hold their beer. And it just became like a whole crazy thing over there. So, but I know people like Simo, Craig, Harry, all those guys, they can handle their beer. Peter, they all can put it down. They should have sent them as like Beer Fest representatives, like in the old movie when they went over there. So, but welcome back, Simo. I'm trying to see where I was in the comments here too. I think the last one was Paul. So there we go. Feeling better. So Paul was down a little bit. And hi, PA. So Mallory, they have no taste. They drink beer through their butt. I don't know where these conversations are going at this point, right? When you hear about the other conversation.
Where did that really? What?
Huh?
What was said before that caused that statement? I'm very lost right now.
I'm kind of lost on where he came with that one there, but
They have no taste. Who doesn't have taste? Who's drinking beer through their what?
I mean, they do say
the
fastest way to get drunk if you were to.
I mean, I'll admit, like I have a short-term memory issues, but I don't know what that's in relation to.
I mean, they're taste buds, not taste butts. So I don't know.
Oh, he just wrote it was a reference to the festival not wanting our beer.
Oh.
Okay. I love you so much. Thank you. That makes it. I'm good.
And then that makes you think, we gotta slow the joke down. We didn't even drinking that much yet, right? So
Well, yeah. But I mean, our beer is good. I wouldn't work there if the beer wasn't good because I'm obsessed with beer. So
Yeah.
like the beer is damn good, and they're just petty and mean.
they're just butt heads. So yeah, it's butt head. Vanessa got to go to Indiana to get my Yingling. Yeah, he's got to go across the border there for that. Which I still can't believe it's not in Illinois yet.
I know.
I mean, you're right there.
Rod, you just went all fuzzy.
Fuzzy wuzzy. Am I back now?
There you
Yeah.
are.
I was out of focus on my camera there for a second.
Yeah, you went fuzzy.
Yeah. Indiana. Yeesh. I could just dump the ditch and grab some in Buffalo, right? Yeah. So you got it right there. I thought in New York.
Hooray.
Hey, Shane's back in the house. Cheers.
Hi, Shane.
What's up, Shane?
And Shane. Hey, Shane. Mr. Premier going to watch in a couple minutes. Ray, long time no see. LMAO. No worries. Cheers. Hey, Vanessa. It's been minutes.
They must have been hanging out.
The heart grows fonder when you're not there, right? At least. Careful, don't want to hijack this chat. Oh, hijack away.
Wouldn't be the first.
Would be the first time.
No, it wouldn't.
I just realized you got a baby face, Rod, looking like you're ready to bring back your college radio station. Yeah, I decided to mix it up, shave it off a little bit there, kind of the last couple weeks and stuff. I don't know. I started taking down the beard and I started like trimming the mustache. And it's like, if you're a guy, you get to that point where you trim a mustache and you go too far on one side, not the other. And you're just like, Fuck, it's got to all come off. All has to come off now. I got to restart. And so I just haven't restarted growing it back yet. It's like, you know what? I had off last week. Let's go ahead this week again. But yeah.
Yeah, you and Chu should have a long conversation about that because yeah.
But Chu's got the Raleigh fingers going. He can't. He's committed at this point. He can't do anything about that.
Oh my god.
Ty can't shave his beard. He's not allowed to shave his beard.
When he's waxing it and he's like, rolling and waxing his mustache, it comes out to here now.
Yeah.
It's like 5 inches from his face on both sides now. And then he'll do the spirals, but oh my god. Like this mustache, it's just taken over his face. Like there's
That's
so
awesome.
much
In so many ways, that's awesome.
There's so much mustache.
It's so much stash.
It doesn't stop. It just keeps going. He's gonna be like Salvador Daliing here soon, and it's just like insane. I don't even know.
No, but the best part of that is his little thing to pull his mustache up so he can drink his beer.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the curtain lift so that he can drink.
Yes.
It's this thing.
I remember when you guys were here and he pulled that. I was like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "I was like, okay, I get it now." And pull it up and drink beer. It's like,
yeah,
okay.
he has the curtain lift, and then he drinks, and then he puts the curtain back down.
I was just trying to imagine Chu with that mustache and a mullet, and just see how you pull that off. That would be a combination to see right there.
I hope to God he's not listening right now. I swear to God, if he ends up doing a mullet,
He's going to now. Just
I did
do it,
not
Stu,
sign
do
on
it,
for
Stu.
this. When I married him, he was clean shaven, nice short hair. He looked like beautiful, like it was fantastic. And now he's just got all this stuff on his face. He's like the guy from Futurama. Just
Oh man!
Now Chu's gonna do it. We got to see pictures for sure.
Oh my God.
See pictures.
Yes.
Today I felt I dozed off in the armchair, and he was getting ready for work upstairs. He came downstairs and was gonna wake me up to drive him to work because we only have the one vehicle, So I was gonna take him to work. I was dead asleep, and he, to wake me up, leaned down to kiss me to wake me. I thought there was a bug in my face. Like I flipped out, like I was moving my arms around and like, oh my God, it scared the hell out of me.
Sorry, Trigger. I'm caught in a spider web. I'm in a spider web.
Oh my God. Like I panicked and was like flinging my arms around, and the chair like bucked, and it was just terrible. I was like, never wake me up that way.
She was like, mustache rides are open.
At the same time, he was thinking in his head it'd be cute to wake me up with a kiss, right? That would be cute.
That'd be cute. He was
thing.
being affectionate day after Valentine's Day, being affectionate. Or was it yesterday? Was it Valentine's Day?
But
Okay.
it's not a kiss anymore. It's just an attack of hair on the face. Just hair.
Well, hair and all over. Yeah, just coming at you. Yeah. I saw the women in Bruin. I posted.
I saw. Oh, okay.
Yeah, article. Go ahead. You go.
I joined the Pink Boots Society.
Mm-hmm.
I've had 2 different brew days, one with Miskatonic Brewing Company and one with Solemn Oath Brewing Company. Well, 2 with Solemn Oath Brewing Company, actually. So I've been doing brew days now, which is really exciting. And meeting all these other women who work in women and non-binary, because like there's a whole lot of folks who don't fit the norm in beer, and that's fine. So yeah, it's been really amazing getting into that. But this last one that I did at Solemn Oath in Naperville, they had Fox 32 showed up. Apparently, the anchor man for Fox 32, that is his, like, he's a regular there. Like he goes to Solemn Oath a lot. So when he heard they were doing this brew day, he wanted to, like, do a story on it. So I posted on my Facebook and Instagram this this quick little news story where they showed it. And I am in the background on a couple of the shots, which made me happy.
Nice.
But yeah, so they had this brew day, and it was just really, really fun. So I'm learning more about the brewing process, and that's just exciting. So I'm glad you saw it, Shane. That's awesome. So yeah.
It was funny because I was gonna talk about it here in the beer news a little bit too. So but that's good.
Or like,
No, I was going to talk about it in the beer news. It's one of the beer news things. That's
Oh,
why I'm like, no, you're good. I know Shane saw that. I posted or Mal posted. So yeah, because I haven't posted anything or talked about it yet, but it was planned to be talked about here in a bit. All the Jazz and Blues Fest are sellouts. They did not stay true to art forms and genres.
Yeah.
Well, things change.
it does.
What's up, Carla? Cheers, my friend. Great to see you. And then hi, Shannon Vanessa, because we heard Shannon in the background, even though she didn't appear. We heard her in the background earlier when we were talking to her. So yeah,
yeah, she's laying in bed.
Yeah. What's up, Blake TV in the house? Cheers, homie.
Hi, Blake.
Ray is right here. Yeah, I just saw Paul, and I thought it was Paul. I thought you were going to playing a trick tonight. Bart's in the house. Cheers, Bart.
Bart?
Happy Thursday, buddy. Vanessa, hi, Carla. We also got Tim in the house. God bless Trump. Well, I don't know about that, but each to their own. guys got multiple trials on one day, but hey,
When it comes down to it, folks who follow Christianity in a strong way, it's God bless everybody, really. I mean, that's the idea. You're supposed to feel.
Well, you're supposed to, but even in religion, it doesn't seem to always go that
all
way.
of humanity, and you're supposed to support all of humanity and hope that they are doing well in their lives. So, okay.
Well, you're supposed to do that, but
Yes, that's the right way to do it. I'm not saying everybody does. I'm just saying. Is that what would you
there.
do?
See, that's why I couldn't go to church, because I'd be like, some of the stuff they say, they'd be like, y'all reading the same book I'm reading, because it says here you're supposed to love your neighbor. Like, y'all seem like not loving your neighbor. Like, you seem like y'all cutting people out. Like, did I miss a chapter somewhere as I go through the book?
Practice what you preach, because none of y'all do it.
Was there a new edition? I didn't get the new edition. If there was a new edition, no one gave me the update.
Even if your neighbor is a giant asshole, you're still supposed to love your neighbor. I'm sorry. That's how it's supposed to work.
No,
doesn't always work that way. That's how it's supposed to work. So
yeah,
you're not
say what you gotta say, do what you gotta do. It's cool.
Yeah. Hey, Simo, it's all good. I appreciate you, homie. So don't even worry about it. And if y'all haven't checked out Simo's got a great beer channel over there. He does like the different live streams, especially on Friday nights and stuff. So make sure y'all check him out. Give him some love. Great guy. I need to actually catch up some of your live streams and stuff. So looking forward to chime in on that. The Yuengling Black and Tan rocks. I do like the Yuengling Black and Tan. And teabag papers as it made had to be tested. We heated the water, steep paper, taste it, rinse, repeat. When you had a sample out of spec, trouble. Yeah. Yeah, because that's when she was doing the food stuff. They had to go through and sample and do that kind of stuff.
I appreciate how straight she is, even though I, made the references. She's like, no, it was this. I'm like, cool.
Yeah.
Like, it's cool. It's cool.
It was a paper mill had the U.S. patent for teabag paper in the 1930s. There you go. But then in my mind, I thought, yeah, but who patented teabag move? That's what I want to know.
When I saw that the first time, I was like, because my mind warped and instantly just went there. I wasn't even thinking of like,
that's the question. Who was the first one to pull off the teabag maneuver?
Vanessa, I'm not the bad one this time. It's them. It's these two up here. They're the bad ones. It wasn't me this time.
It's not my fault because
No champagne or girly drinks. We drink beer and beer and beer. No champagne or girly drinks. We drink beer and beer and beer.
Which reminds me, I definitely need another beer here. So I'm going to grab one here. Let's say hello to Blake. Hello to Simo. Hey, Vanessa. All right, Ray. I got a jet. Adios, my friends.
Right.
All right, brother. Have a great night. Bye, Tay. And plus with Shane, too. Shane, bye, Tay. Ray. Yeah, Ray. Tay. You can call me Tay. You can call me Ray. Make sure to check out Shane's channel as well. Plus, Shane has the other channel where he does the live streams on Friday nights. I'm not sure who's the guest tomorrow night. That's what I'm curious about.
Tune in to find out.
There you go. 7 o'clock Eastern, 7 to 10. He's real on the 10 o'clock. He shuts it down. By Alkanauts.
In your head, I'm not doing that, am I?
Yeah, I'm not doing that right now. Not right now. It's too early. It's too early. 143. Germany is amazing for beer. Definitely has some incredible beers over here in the UK, though. Just depends what kind of style. Yeah, you guys definitely do. And a couple of my spots here where we can get imports in, definitely enjoy the beers out there. But I just thought it was funny because, like I said, you saw it over there where I guess there were the reports that were coming out warning the UK people, like, you know, the German beer is that much more stronger than what we usually have here in the UK. So they were trying to not have people get too blown out of their minds, I guess. Oh, yeah, it's a festival, not wanting your beer. That's a whole, yeah. Festival Convo, Mallory.
Vanessa caught it right away.
Yeah. Drinking beer with their butts bring me fond memories of being a kid and watching Steve-O do the butt chug on Jackass. Yeah.
God.
True.
Yeah. I can't say I hadn't seen that. Yeah. Kids used to nickname me the awesome one. When I told the teacher, she said perfect, and I said no, awesome one, true story. Blake.
Of course.
Okay, for reals now. Cheers to you, because he was only saying it before. He's warming up.
Yeah.
Ravinia makes some great beer, Shane said. So there you go, showing the love.
It's damn
And
good.
we got Craig in the house. Cheers, Craig. It's been a while, my friend.
Hey.
Happy Thursday to you, buddy. Or happy
Yeah.
Friday to you as well.
Hope all's well. Haven't seen you for a while.
Yes. Hopefully you're doing okay. We haven't spoken a bit, so yeah. And I don't know if you went over to the Euro tourney or not. I don't know who's all into. I mean, over there, football is a big pastime. Therefore, not our football. Soccer, as we say here, football over there, and the rest of the world. It's just, it's like us and the whole metric thing. We're going to still keep using our imperial system. Y'all can get all y'all can go metric. We're sticking imperial. We're going to call it soccer. All y'all can call it football. We got our own football. That's how we roll.
Yeah.
I want metrics so bad, it's just ridiculous.
Yeah. I don't know I guess because a lot more of our stuff was built out the other way. I don't know why we just can't convert it, but it just doesn't seem to work, I guess.
Hey, you took too long to get a beer. I'm going to go now.
Well, okay. She's going to go get a beer now. Thanks it later, Alkanauts. Cheers, Craig. Cheers, Kent. Which, for those of you who might be confused, Craig is in Kent, but a lot of people will call him Kent because they think Kent's the name too. Oh,
It still makes me laugh.
well, appreciate you, Bart. Trying to bring down the age a little bit. Shave the beard off. Yeah.
You little baby.
Who's like, brother, where art thou? He's got the baby face. Who said that? Who said that? Oh, like, don't call him baby face. That's a great movie. Great movie. Hey, Blake. Cheers, Vanessa. Hey, Shane. Hey, Bart. Said to hold my beer. He says, hold my beard so I can pound this beer. That would be cheap. Having people hold his beer back. Vanessa, good evening. Link. Well, I might in a bit here, Shane. Let's see. Todd, let's get down to brass tacks. How much money do you need to tattoo Rajay Beer Ventures on your forehead?
How much you offering?
Well, at least he said forehead, not anywhere else. Kind of would have been like, oh, hey, because you never know with Emerson for sure.
I mean, that's probably the next question, I'm sure.
Right? Oh, let me see here. And then Vanessa also put up Mal's link, which is good. And the patent covered how to use hemp fibers and tea bag papers. It actually covered how to form a continuous sheet, angle of the pulp dropped on the wire screen to the other roller. There you go. Rolling. Wait a minute. You rolling tea or you rolling something else? Now that I think about it. Because I know how you party back in the day, Vanessa.
Using feedback papers instead. So.
It may have started out with tea, and they're like, what else we could use this for?
Good time, might as well. Why not?
Oh, soccer? You mean commie ball? Whoa, hey, come on now. But yeah,
Football.
communists play it too. That's okay. Nobody holds the lockdown on the sport. It's universal. But yeah. So Mal's got a beer here now.
I do. So this
And
was,
I'll let her. You do your beer. I'll go get me a beer.
all right. So this was freshly canned by Chew recently. It's from Liquid Love Brewing Company, where he is the taproom manager, and it's an imperial stout with cocoa nibs, strawberries, and vanilla. It's called Delilah. This is not their first time making it, but they've made it a few times. But I think it's the first time it being canned. It's usually in bottles. So I have not tried this one yet. I didn't see an ABV yet at all. Oh, 10.8%.
Oh, stepping your
Definitely.
game up. Oh,
Well, you got me on the second beer on that one.
So yeah, it's strawberry and vanilla and cocoa nibs
oh,
in an imperial stout, and it's wow.
Cocoa
That is a
nibs.
motor oil beer, very dark. It really makes you stand
Motor.
gas there, Rod. Just so you know, you're standing
That
out.
is one. That is one sexy looking glass.
It really
Bring that
is.
bring that to the big screen. God, that's a sexy looking glass.
It really is.
Yeah, that's what
I'm
the
sorry,
good stuff is right
the
there.
backside says "Get your beer on," just so you know. So
Yeah, baby.
That's a good glass.
Gotta say,
You
as far as
sexy
the notes, I get all
motherfucker.
of the bitter chocolate. The bitter chocolate is all I'm smelling.
Well,
A little bit of strawberry. So haven't
just a
tried
little
this one
bit.
yet. Obviously, the
Just a
head
little
burned off.
bit.
The head burned off literally immediately.
Because you know what? It's in a hot glass.
like this has something else that-
Wow. Oh,
Glass
that's
is like
dangerous.
feel the heat. Feel the heat. Feel the heat.
You remember?
Did you say coconut also?
No. Cocoa nibs.
Cocoa nibs. Okay. I thought you
Yeah,
said-
strawberry and vanilla. Do you remember the ice cream treats that are like the strawberry sundae, but it's like a popsicle, and it has
Oh,
like,
that's like
cream
strawberry
outside?
shortcake. Strawberry shortcake popsicle. Yeah.
Wow.
I
This
may be
one-
familiar with one or two or 100 of those. I don't know.
This has that flavor, but with the chocolate added in, and
Oh,
like a bitter chocolate or like a super dark chocolate, like high
nice.
percentage dark
like
chocolate.
the Dove's tug, like the 96% chocolate,
Yeah.
like or
Yeah,
oh
like the
wow,
high
that is
level
bitter. Yeah,
bitter chocolate, but with that ice cream. So picture that ice cream treat covered in the super bitter chocolate. That is the beer. It does not come across boozy. It does not burn on the way down, and that is dangerous as hell right there. That is a
Mm.
dangerous freaking beer. Oh my god. It's
Rod, I
beautiful.
don't
It's
know
like
about you,
dessert.
but I don't know if I believe it or not. So I mean, we have to taste it ourselves. I think.
I think so.
You know.
But anytime you can avoid the burning sensation, it's a good thing.
Yeah. Valentine's Day is all about avoiding the burning sensation. Yes.
Oh, Ray in the house. Cheers, Ray. What is going on, my friend?
Ray.
Where's Ray?
And let's see here. Oh, wait a minute. Well, yeah. Let me increase the efficiency of the hemp bale moisture. Test needs months from $10,000 spent to just 2 employees for 4 hours and one. So we're talking about the hemp
tea
tea
bags.
stuff. So yeah, but I still saying she used that roller for something else. I'm sure. Valentine's
Yes,
beer. How
it
festive,
is a
right?
Valentine's Day. I mean, they even dotted the I with a little heart. Oops, there we go. Dotted the I with a little heart. So yeah.
Shane said, I need one of those.
Oh, it's really good. Like
You ain't
ridiculous.
the only one, Shane.
Yeah. Hour for the day. It was 2 people for 4 hours, about a week doing computations with a manual calculator and hand-drawn charts. There you go. I have pure cocoa powder in the cupboard, about as dark and pure as they can make it.
Nice.
She probably made it herself. I'm sure.
Yes, she went to South America, got the beans herself, brought them home.
Sound like she's talking about cocaine. I got the pure stuff uncut.
Yeah. As pure as it gets.
I got this shit that drives Pablo. Pablo wants it. So here's going to crack open Tasty
Victory?
Cake Ale, Victory Tasty Cake. So this is one I just put the review up on, I think yesterday on the channel. But
I think you had one of those last week, though, didn't you?
yeah, I had one last week, and then I had the review I had done. I was also, so now I got like 3 other behind this one I got to drink at some point. So I don't mind doing it. 6% ABV,
Somebody has to.
golden ale, making its way around. We've had, I know Joe did a review on it. Matt from Massive did a review on it. I've seen a few other beer tubers doing it. Obviously, me, Matt, Joe grew up on the East Coast, so we have Tasty Cake through our land. So we're used to, like, you come out with this, it's like, okay, I got to give it a shot. Like, you know, this is the land of Tasty Cake. And let me tell you, it's the Tasty Cake coffee cake. I don't know if I showed a picture of that there. I showed it on the video,
Yeah.
but the coffee cake with the little crumb and the cream inside. Oh, the cream inside, yeah.
One track mind there.
And she's not even here.
Not even. She's not even missing all kinds of good material for tonight.
I know. She's having a heyday right now.
But if you're wondering, if you ever had the Tasty Cake coffee cake, yes, you do get that in the beer itself. It's got a nice sweetness to it. You get like the vanilla cream. You get like the cake. You get a nice dessert type thing. It's not overly sweet, very well balanced. Definitely, if you get Tasty Cake and you're a beer drinker, you definitely want to pick this up. Great carbonation. Only 6% ABV, so not too heavy at all. Just good. Just good. And Ray says, love me some coffee cake. Yeah, this is a good one.
Nice.
Little Debbie and Tasty Cake's probably to my local gas. Yeah, Little Debbie comes around the neighborhood too. And then you got the Hostess out there as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. But Tasty Cake is definitely more, well, now, I mean, I would say it's definitely more East Coast, but you start seeing it in other spots. I think they started getting it out in Kentucky right before we had left. They started having some spots having it.
I gotta say the Hostess ones have like a plasticky kind of flavor. Like, I don't know. I never got into the Hostess ones because it's almost like the chocolate tastes like it's coated in plastic.
Yeah.
There's a plastickiness to them. Now, as a child, I loved them to death, and occasionally I still crave them, and I will eat them. That's not a problem for me. But there is something about them that is a little bit plasticky compared to some of the others. Entenmann's did that a little bit too. So, yeah.
Now, are you talking about like the Hostess, like any of the Hostess, or just like the
Hostess,
cupcakes,
like
or
the mini chocolate donuts? That chocolate that they put on those donuts, there was like a plasticky thing, and I always went for the chocolate donuts. That was my go-to. And
see, my Hostess thing was the orange cupcakes. That was my bomb thing. Yeah, the orange cupcakes. Yeah.
Yeah, those were good.
Yeah.
Who does the Nutter Butter?
From Little Debbie?
Is that Little Debbie? I
think it's Little Debbie.
But the Nutter Butter is those things with the
you're talking about Nutty Butter Cookie. Nutter Butter Cookie is Nabisco.
Oh wait, not those, but the ones that have the wafers that are, it's like a Kit Kat, but it's big.
Nutty Buddies, aren't they Nutty Buddies?
Nutty Buddies? Okay, is that it? Okay.
I thought Nutty Buddy was ice cream cone.
No.
There's Nutty Buddy ice cream cone. You about the wafer cookie type thing?
See, now I gotta look it up.
When I used to eat them, I always picked them apart like layer by layer and eat them and get the peanut butter off of each part of it.
Okay, it's from Little Debbie, and they are called Nutty Buddies, and they are like a Kit Kat, but without like the extra chocolate on the top and bottom. Like, it's super thin chocolate all the way around, and the peanut butter between the wafers.
Can you still get those? I imagine you can.
What's it look like?
It looks, well,
it's like a golden color box
with chocolate on them. I don't know. It's a yellow box with Little Debbie on the corner and red words that say.
It's called Nutty Buddy.
Nutty Buddy.
Oh, I see them. Yeah, I didn't mess with those. I didn't mess with those.
You should have, Roddy. You should have.
Yeah, they're really good.
Like I said, where I grew up in Jersey, it was more Tasty Cake than Little Debbie. Like Little Debbie, it was just like It's like Crips and Bloods. You're in the wrong part of town if you're over here. Like you don't need to be over here, little Debbie. LD, you need to get back.
Oh,
Hostess, you can get a pass because we like the honey bun, we like the cupcake. But little Debbie, nah, you can't. Because what did little Debbie had the brownie, but the brownie was like, it was all right, but it wasn't like.
I've been hunting for snowballs and I can't find them.
Oh, not like snowballs.
So snowballs has it's like a white puff and it has like the stuff inside and then it has the coconut on top.
Oh, I know what they are. That's why in Zombieland Woody hated when he found the Hostess truck and it was all snowballs. That's why he went out like, yeah. Of course, the last thing that'll be left will be snowballs because nobody really wants those.
I've been hunting for them and they don't sell them by me anymore apparently. So I can only find the pink ones.
I mean, maybe Joe might also. He might.
You know why? You know why? Because they don't make money for Hostess. Nobody buys the damn things anymore. They got to cut them. Cut them. You got to cut it. You got to cut it.
Well, I love coconuts, so I was hunting for them because I've actually never eaten one. And I was like, oh, I love coconut. I should try one of those. And I've been hunting, and I can't find them anywhere. I can only find like the flavored ones. They have like a pink one that's like strawberry, and they have like a chocolate one, but they don't. I can't find the regular white snowball thing. And I'm kind of sad because I never got to try one. I don't know where to find them.
Like there's another joke in there, but I'm not going to make it. I'm not going to make it. I'm not going to make it about Matt looking for Snowball. I'm not going to make it.
Oh, is that a term too? Is that a sexual?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was not my intention, but I didn't realize that was a sexual term.
Never is.
Somebody's on Urban Dictionary right now. Let's see, Snowball.
Well, are you going to tell me, or do I have to look
They'll be
it up?
like, oh. No, you have to look that up. Then we did it with Shannon one time. What do you make Shannon look up that one time? Was that the cone that Shannon looked up that time? The Slovakian that somebody brought up?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, it was just like, why would anybody? What the? It was just like,
what?
Yeah, I don't know. Not me. But yeah, we come for the beer, but you stay for the other stuff.
Seriously, I just looked it up and it says a ball of packed snow, especially one made for throwing at other people for fun. And then it says a cocktail containing gin, anisette, and cream. I'm getting nothing that's inappropriate.
Did you go Urban Dictionary?
Not yet. I'm getting there.
Well, that's your problem.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I think that was her reaction also. The good old Urban Dictionary.
Hey, if you're new to the show,
Champagne or girly drinks, we drink beer and beer and beer.
Your
No
face is so red.
champagne or girly drinks, we drink beer and beer.
You guys suck. You just ruined snowballs forever.
Now you really want one.
I shouldn't have looked it up. I knew better.
Now you really want one.
Motherfucker, you guys suck. Seriously, you're bad people. Bad people.
we're bad people. Come on. Although I have heard.
Maybe look up a
Emotional damage.
Yes.
Only if you watch too long. Say, looking at the sun. Don't look at the sun too long. The
You
bad
said
things
you wouldn't tell
happen.
me. You said you wouldn't tell me. I had to look it up. I looked it up, and now I'm broken inside. See what happens? Why did you do that?
Now when Chu comes home,
Are you seeing like the color on my
This-
cheek?
There
I'm
should be like
so
there should be
embarrassed.
like a new TV show. Humans do the funniest things.
now when Chu comes home, he's gonna be like, "What the hell you been looking up on your computer here?"
Yeah. Why they got like the safe searches on now? Yeah.
Chu knows not to question the search
Incognito.
history after I have a show with you two crazy people. So
I'm not going to. Shane wants to join. I'm not going to show where it's going to be a crotch shot of him standing up. Like, Shane, you got to sit down where I pull you up here. I know you heard some conversations taking place, but we're not to that point yet, Shane. Come
Well,
on, man.
Well, I just wanted to get in the conversation about the tea bag because I missed it earlier, so I wanted to come on with the tea bag right away.
Yeah, I wasn't the only one. See, yes, thanks, Shane.
I was trying. I apologize. Sorry.
Oh,
What's going on, my friend?
for the love of all that is holy, don't look up snowballs.
No, just one. Just the one. Not
Don't-
plural. Not plural.
I mean, good
Don't
job.
look it up.
Urban Dictionary can be your friend too. Yeah.
They were not my friend tonight. My cheeks are still red. I'm embarrassed right now.
I know
Okay.
your face is. I don't know if I've ever seen your face that shade of red before.
Oh. Maybe we'll save
Guys.
we'll save the other terms for the after show. Maybe.
There we go.
You're
There we
terrible.
go.
Shane, I miss you and I love you and I wish I could see you right now. Just
I know.
saying.
You know what? I was just thinking. One of the great things I love about Rod J's live, not only is he's got lots of facts, and he's informative, and he's
yeah.
it's an awesome live. And I feel sad for people who don't join his live. But the one thing I really love about Rod J's live is the fact that I get to see one of the most beautiful, wonderful people in the entire world every time I come on here.
Oh,
Todd, Todd, it's good to see you.
I appreciate that. That's nice of you, Shane. Oh, his face is getting as red as yours now.
All right. See,
Okay, now I'm blushing for a different reason. Okay, we're good.
yeah. Mallory knows I'm talking about her. I hate to bust your bubble, Todd. Mallory knows I'm talking about her. Mallory's awesome.
Never mind, man. Never mind.
But Todd is an exclusive of this show. You only get Todd by coming here.
That is true. You know what? Maybe
Good thing or not, but
maybe I need to get Todd on one of my lives one Friday night. Maybe.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh,
You
Rod,
should do a Friday Night Live interview with Todd. That'd be awesome.
Sure. Why not? Right. Like I
Rod,
said,
Rod, you're saying that, but I don't know if you noticed, I've been kind of exclusive on your channel recently too. So just
Yeah,
saying.
but you've got a channel and you got stuff already out there too, so people can see stuff. Like people can't go see Todd anywhere but here.
that's true.
Mine's coming back. I'm fighting. I'm fighting, man. I'm trying.
You're still part of the YouTube universe. You still got stuff all out there, so people can still go back. People come here and they
That's
probably go
right.
back and watch your videos now. They get to know you more.
all right. While you're all fighting over me, I'm gonna go get another beer.
There you go. He's such a diva.
I know,
Speaking of beer, what you drinking, Shane?
Yes, Shane.
Right now, I'm just finished. I just recorded a doppelganger. I think it's
Oh,
doppelganger.
wow.
Well, if I do this, do you know who it is?
Beer.
How about if I just do this then?
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Yeah. So I just finished recording a doppelganger of Alan from One Flight Down. So,
Nice.
Unfortunately, I just have Canadian right now. It's almost done. But I do have a new beer that I've never tried it from a brewery that I've only ever had one beer from like years ago. So I'm kind of excited to get into that.
There you go. Cool. Well, we're going to be drinking some more here. And to Vanessa's thing, yes. So Hostess did have the deep fried pie. I did like their fruit pies. I used to like the lemon. That was the one I would like from Hostess. So,
Nah, I like the apple.
well, some are right and some are wrong. It happens. But anyway,
All about the apple, man. All about the apple. It's that
but
cinnamon.
no.
The cinnamon pulls it off. It's all about
Cinnamon. I've had the cinnamon too. But yeah, they had the pie, the cupcakes, and they had the honey bun. That's what I like from Hostess.
Yeah.
Tasty Cake, they had like some of their cupcakes. They had like these thing called crimpets, where it's like a butterscotch type little treat and a couple other things. But then Little Debbie, when I was younger, the oatmeal cookie was my Little Debbie thing, I think. If any of them, the oatmeal cookie was the one, which now they have a chocolate chip cookie with cream in it. So
the oatmeal cookie with coffee, like having coffee in the morning and then having those oatmeal. Oh, that was pretty darn good.
yeah,
That
the
is-
oatmeal cookie would be the biggest Little Debbie one I was a fan of.
Sorry, I'm moving around here.
All right.
I just
Yeah,
want to
man, 'cause
adjust
it-
my.
Hey, whoa.
I like the tongue
Sorry.
there. What was
He
that?
said it just mine, then he stopped. I'm like, whoa, it's still a family show. I mean, we're not even at 10 o'clock yet here.
There we go.
No,
Oh,
if
you trying
you think it's a family show still right now, I don't know what to tell you.
Right.
I
Yeah.
might have said mother effers at least twice tonight, so it's not the best family show then.
No, but you know, I mean, maybe we're cable, so we can get away with it.
Oh, there you go.
Beers.
Zingers. I was never a huge fan of zingers. I was never a huge zingers person.
The
Oh, I
chocolate
love zingers.
freaking crazy.
We had the peanut butter wafer and layer coated in chocolate. That's the one.
Nutty Buddies. That's
Yeah.
the Nutty Buddies.
Yeah, I was never into those.
I love
Let the funny neighborhood former fat kid. It's Nutter Butter.
Good old
He said,
Nutter
let
Butter.
The former fat kid answer. It's Nutter Butter.
Guys, I literally have a ladybug on my computer screen right now.
Really?
well,
Probably an Asian beetle.
At this time of year?
spring's
Yeah.
coming early.
It just
You know,
landed on my beer can. Like,
what the groundhog said.
You heard the groundhog. The groundhog said spring's coming early this year. So
Yeah. it might be
never
one of the
Yeah.
Asian beetles. It's
Tomorrow
kind of
night,
orange
so, you
looking,
know.
but
yeah.
Oh yeah.
that was on my computer screen just a second ago. And I'm like, where the hell did you come from? Because we've had the house all shuttered up for winter so far. So I don't know where
Right.
this little guy came from, but yeah, he's here on the beer can now. That's
It might be a drone with the new COVID variant inside. You gotta be careful.
maybe. Or a drone that's like listening in on conversations, possibly. Obviously,
Right.
we have Alexa in the house, so I'm not overly worried. If someone's getting paid to listen to me and chew, talk, and fart, it's like, well, you know, more power to them for getting paid for that.
That could be a TV show, Fart Chat.
Honestly,
Literally, people
she
would
watched-
watch it. I'm sure.
no, she watching TV. This person who's listening on Alexa is hearing whatever TV show Chew's watching and hearing him fart. That's all they're hearing in our house. And the cat's meowing on occasion. Like, if someone's getting paid per hour to listen to that, more power to them. I'll give them all the kudos because you did a good job picking a job.
You know, after Mal had to look up that word, the pink snowballs are solid with the chocolate underside.
Shut up. Why are you doing this? Why? Look, I'm turning pink again. Stop it. Stop it.
I'm just reading the comment, but it made me just think back to Hostess used to have chocolate Twinkie that was damn good. I don't think I've ever saw a chocolate Twinkie. Now, oh, wait a minute. You're talking about Twinkie? It was actually called Suzy Q. It was a chocolate thing with the white cream inside of that. It was Suzy Q was the name of that one. It was a little bit more wider than what the Twinkie
Suzy
was.
Q was a roll up though, and Suzy Q
No.
was the rolled cake, wasn't it?
No, Suzy Q was like
That's kind of what I
a
was
little square type thing. Yeah, it wasn't a rolled up. You're thinking of Ding Dongs. Ding Dongs was from Little Debbie with the rolled up and the white and the chocolate.
Or the Swiss roll.
How
Or
can
Swiss roll. I think,
the
yeah, the Swiss roll was like that too.
That was what I
Yeah.
was thinking of.
how can
Yeah.
talking about Hostess and Little Debbie's cupcakes go in so many different directions and thoughts?
People have their favorites and what they remember, right? So it's just out there, you know, different ones like different things. I mean, there's probably stuff we still haven't talked about because I think like there was like some stuff they had that people hadn't mentioned. I'm sure. I'm thinking of some of the Little Debbie stuff, but like they have like a turtle brownie now. I don't know if that was out back then, but the turtle brownie is much better than the regular brownie.
What was the cosmic brownies? Do you remember the cosmic brownies?
They still have those. They still have the cosmic brownies. We get those here still.
Mhm.
I prefer that than the regular brownie. That's just a kid in me, I guess, with all the
Those
different
were too
colors.
fudgy. They were like fudge, they weren't brownies. They didn't have the fluffiness of a brownie. They weren't like bread like.
I mean,
they
they were.
were thick, they were solid, they were fudgy. So I don't know. I'm sorry. It
I
was,
said
it
that's
was
well, yeah. So they've got the regular brownies, and we got the cosmic brownies, and we got the turtle brownies. At least the one store I know here.
See, that's why I went with the zingers instead because they were more cake-like. They had
Yeah.
that texture.
And then Little Debbie, I don't never a fan of their zebras because Little Debbie had the zebras. I wasn't a fan of either. That was like the white
And-
icing.
And just saying, Chicago represent the chocolate cake from Portillo's, man. Portillo's chocolate cake. It's
I know about Portillo's, but I never had the chocolate cake from there.
I mean,
Oh,
yeah,
have you not had it? You must.
when we were in
Look,
Chicago last year,
Chicago.
That was our wedding cake. We bought 10 Portillo's cakes as our wedding cake. Like that.
Here's the thing with Chicago. Here's the thing with Chicago. It's like you guys started watching the Flintstones as kids and still keep making food a portion of the size of the cartoon. So it's like you have no time to get dessert up there because you got everything else. You got to prepare yourself or you're going to get dessert somewhere.
Yeah.
So every year when it's my birthday, so my birthday is next month, as you well know, Rod, because we're together on that one.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are.
I go to Portillo's and I purchase an entire chocolate cake and I spend about 20 days finishing that cake. You are not supposed to refrigerate it. Do not refrigerate a Portillo's cake. If you're refrigerating it, you're screwing up.
Really?
No, you have to.
It don't go stale or anything?
No, you have to use saran wrap and put it into where you cut the slice out to, block the air from the cake itself.
Yeah.
Right. You do not refrigerate a Portillo's chocolate cake ever.
Why? What if you do?
If you do, it gets stale. It's stale and it's hard and it
takes the moisture out of the cake.
Okay.
The moisture of the cake goes away in the fridge.
Yeah.
So you use the saran wrap into the slice and the frosting will hold in the air. You're fine. And then that cake will last me 20 days as I take a tiny slice each day after my birthday. And yeah, it's just super fun. Highly recommended if you're in the Chicago area. I know we got a couple folks Chicagoland.
Yeah.
Portillo's cake will last you several days if you're careful with it. I haven't always been careful with it. I think 5 days is the fastest I finished a whole cake, but 20 is where I aim for. I like cake.
I gotta get some.
Cake is good. Cake is good.
She's actually in bed. Todd said, right? She's out for the night.
Well, she's watching TV, laying in bed, but yeah, it won't be long.
Finally came back. Yeah, Chad, how you been doing? Cheers. Snowballs available on Amazon. See, there you go. You can get them right to your house. Amazon.
I know.
Get everything on Amazon. Ray.
Ray, don't look that up. Ray, I literally said don't look it up. What are you doing?
Well, I mean, you can't say that because you know
You can't do it.
No.
It
See,
was
I didn't
Technically,
look
with
it up.
that happening, we are kind of an educational channel in that regard.
Shane, don't look it up. You just said you didn't.
No, I won't. No, I won't. If you specifically, Mallory, told me don't look something up, I know better than to look it up, so I'm not going to look it up. Don't worry.
It was pretty awful.
And then on the after show, she'd be like, "Hey, Shane, look this up."
Yeah, she's like, go ahead.
No, if Mallory says don't look it up, I probably don't want to see it because I trust her. So I'm not going to look it up.
She doesn't want you becoming jaded in any way. She's trying to protect you.
Trying to talk
right? Yeah.
Looking it up now. I believe.
Oh, if Drew watches it, he'll be like, "Hey, Shane, I looked it up. This is what it means." He'll tell you if he looks it up.
Oh, he'll do a video on it and send it to me. That's what he'll do. Never mind. That's
No,
the worst
Ray, I
part.
looked it up. Ray, are you okay? That's the question I have to ask Ray. Are you okay? I know you looked that up. Are you gonna be all right?
He's never going to kiss a woman again.
Hi, Vanessa. Hi,
Oh
Vanessa.
my gosh. Is that toothpaste or is that something? No,
You guys
not going to risk it. Not going to risk it.
God, shut up! You're terrible. Oh my God.
That ain't no Colgate.
Play your cut to like parental advisory, whatever that
Right.
emblem you had.
Oh yeah.
I think I'm gonna recover from this. This is not as bad, but pretty close to the whole like what was the two girls in a cup thing. When I looked at that one up, that's the
Two
old
girls,
school.
one cup. Yeah.
Yeah.
What was that one?
When I first looked up what?
Yeah, don't look up that one either.
Don't
Do it, Rod. Do it.
don't do it. Please don't do it.
If your face turns as red as mouth.
Lovable, but it's holy. Don't do it. But that one broke me. This one came close. I definitely was a little red all through. I was like, oh no.
I'm not sure if he has that one up anymore. Is it still out there?
Look at he's reaching for the keyboard. He's gonna look it up. Stop.
No, I'm not reaching.
Don't look it up. Dude. Seriously, dude, don't look
Right
it
here,
up.
right here. Not looking up. Look at.
Just
Chad's
think of soft serve chocolate ice cream. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh, sounds like a Cleveland steamer. Don't look that one up either. I'm having a pulp 8% Imperial New England IPA by Greater Good Imperial Brew Company. I've heard good things about Greater Good. I got to try to find some of their beers at some point if I can.
Hey, speaking of beer, I gotta go grab a beer now. Be right back.
Yes.
Yay!
I was quality assurance, raw material, special products inspector at the paper plant. Yeah. And the food inspector. That is Ultimate Green Screen. It's next level full screen VR.
I know, no curtains. The curtains are missing.
You got to see me in the chat. The chats on Instagram. Any Beer Plus fan? It's funny. So yes, planning for Beer Fest. Haven't went to one yet, but this weekend I'm going to a mini one I mentioned earlier here locally with some of the Black Brewery Association over at the one of the local liquor stores. They're holding it, but then later this year I'm trying to target some different ones to try to go to. Not to mention, still kind of looking at the Toronto type thing with hanging out with the beer tubers. I mean, it won't be like a beer fest. It'll be like more of a internal beer type thing. I want to go Great American. I'm thinking Great American Beer Fest this year.
Yep.
I can get down there.
I can't wait to meet you there. I'm excited.
Yeah, it would be awesome to get down there for that. And then I debated going to Vegas for the Craft Brew Association one in April, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to make that one happen. But that would have been a cool one to try to get to. And then we got some local there. That's the one in Vegas in April. Yeah. No, I won't be able to make. I mean, I say that now. It's February.
So Chu and I are planning on going to that one, the Craft
Beer
Marketing Awards, the Craft Beer Marketing.
So
Awards.
you are planning to go to one in Vegas?
We are going
in April, right?
Yeah, in April.
It's April.
The 21st through the 24th, I think. So yeah, Chu and I are planning on going to Vegas at the end of April.
Well, maybe I will try to get down there. You got the thing for the judging stuff too, right?
Yeah, we did. We've gotten like some of the emails. So yeah, we are judges for the event, so we're excited.
Being judges, we get like a thing if we actually want to attend down there too, I believe. So that it could be possible. I don't know, Dave from Beer in Front, maybe he'll try to go too.
Yeah. I haven't looked up the flight prices yet or anything, but we are planning on going. So
they're usually pretty cheap to get to Vegas.
Yeah.
For the times I've went, yeah.
Okay, we might fly out of Rockford instead of Chicago because it's usually cheaper from there, but we'll see.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean,
okay.
It seems like a fun thing, and we've never gotten to be like judges on a thing before. So for Chu and I to be judging, that's kind of exciting.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. So you'll get an email and it'll tell you what category you have, and you'll go to the site and you'll start going through whatever you're in, and you'll put your scores and stuff up there to get all tabulated with the other judges. Chances are it's random on stuff. So you and Chu might be in different categories, just like me and Dave were last year too, which is good. Yeah, so it's a pretty cool thing. Get to see some of the designs and stuff and rate them out and what you think and give perspective. And if you go to the judges' website, you guys should be listed there too, so you can actually put that on your own social media stuff, being a judge for the craft beer thing. So we can talk about all that stuff and get you all set up. But yeah, you have all that different things there, and you can have a nice little link to Ravinia, as now a judge in this thing taking place. So yeah, it's good stuff. Good people.
I will say I was a little concerned. So they're judging can art and label art, right?
Can art, label art, packaging art. They have a ton of different categories. So yeah. But usually from like the perspective like that I'm in and Dave's in as being creators, usually we're judging packaging design and something like that. Yeah. They may do the same with you, but then knowing that you're also a manager of the brewery, they may have you do something different for a different category. So yeah. So
my concern becomes, okay, you can look at a label and it says it's an amber, right? And it has this can art and it does its whole thing. But my concern becomes the can art should match the art inside the can. And we're not tasting the beer to match the can art. We're just judging the can art, right? Or the label art.
No, just the package design part of it.
And see, I find that weird because the package design directly relates in marketing to the product. And I find that strange that they kind of separate the two.
I mean, it could, but with this is kind of more what actually catches your eye. So if you think of it from my background being in advertising, graduating in advertising, does this design grab your eye? What do you see out of it? Like last year, one of the ones that won a category that I was in was a Great American Christmas beer, and the way they had the design and how it caught your eye,
Okay.
build up any intrigue, some stuff. Like some of the stuff, one of the ones I had, it was like way too much print on it. So I gave it a lower score. Like nobody's going to read all of this. There's way too much stuff happening with it that got a lower ranking out of it for me. So it's how clear, how concise, how does it match up when you look at the different things. So yeah.
So
And they send you, and different breweries will send different things. Like they'll have like maybe the design of the box, and all that kind of stuff. They get to choose how much they want to put in to try to build their story around it. And then you decide if that's, what you think of it basically. And all the scores get tabulated against all the other scores.
So for me as a beer person who's been buying beer for many years, and like I look at labels, I obviously do, and like part of how I judge how people are labeling their cans is if it's representative of what their product is. So I'm gonna have a little trouble with that. I think. I feel like the separation is gonna be an issue, but I will do my best.
Think of it this like when you go into a store and you go to buy a beer, you don't know what that beer is going to taste like.
I know.
So that's what you got to kind of leave it at that point. Like, does this grab my eye that I would actually pick this up and, as Dave would say, put it in the cart or take it home, right? So
but before I get it home, point.
Right. So that's all you want to kind of leave it like at there. Does this grab my eye? Do I think, or does it not grab my eye? Do I look at it and think it's just too much stuff happening? Pass. You got to kind of just keep it on that level there. So.
All right. And thank you for that input, because
Sure.
I was actually a little concerned about it. I'm like, how am I supposed to separate that? And now you've put it in a framing that I can.
Yeah.
I can talk to Chu about it, so he has that too, and we can see it from that perspective. That's going to help. Thank you.
Yeah, because it's hard because you don't have like me and Todd talked about before with the Black is Beautiful from Three Floyds. Like, this isn't a stout. This is a black IPA, but you wouldn't have. That's not something you would know unless you tasted it, but you'd be looking at the design of how that can was actually set up and kind of going off of that.
Okay.
You hope the beer follows suit, but yeah, you just don't know.
I feel a little more comfortable about it now that you've framed it in that way. So thank you.
Emerson. I feel like you got a tongue in cheek on that one there.
That's freaking hilarious right there.
Tea bags and snowballs apparently is part of the package deal here. So.
Yeah. Oh, God, I love Emerson's humor.
And 2 girls, 1 cup. It's just there's all sorts of stuff included.
I thought you did brisket last weekend, Vanessa. Oh, you did do it because it is tasty, but Boston baked beans this weekend, nice. Using some of the brisket. Yeah.
I'm seriously just gonna drop into Vanessa's house one day unannounced and like, hey, what are you making for dinner?
I'm gonna do that too. I want to do that too.
Because she's always got something interesting going on. Like Boston baked beans. I mean, I probably shouldn't eat them, but I'm gonna eat them if Vanessa makes them. That's for sure.
I'm not inviting Chu though, because we don't want him to eat beans.
No beans for Chu.
Doesn't sound like he needs to eat beans.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like the Blazing Saddles campfire scene right there.
Oh my God. I remember watching that scene, Rod, back when I was a kid. And, when you're like, I don't know how old I was, like 9 or 10 or something like that. And I thought that was like the funniest thing I'd ever seen in my entire life. And it's just, for anybody who hasn't seen it, it's just basically a bunch of guys sitting on a campfire farting, eating beans.
Yeah.
And as a kid, you think, oh, look, they're all farting around the fire. Like, it was such a classic bit of cinema right there.
Yeah, and still, as grown ass men, it still happens.
We still laugh at it, yeah, because we're guys. That's what we do, right?
Or grown ass men try to imitate it still.
So,
well, that's true.
Get guys on a hunting trip. Yeah, you'll see it. You'll see it happen.
Every 4th of July, Chu's family does it's like a family reunion, but it's friends of the family as well. It's the family you found as well as the family you have, right? So everybody's there. So we'll have 60 to 70 people around one bonfire, one big bonfire campfire every night. And it's several days. And Chu had himself a Reuben in town and then had pickled eggs ate
Ooh.
picnic for several hours.
Don't be downwind from Chew that night. Yeah.
We had 60. I counted. We had 65 people around the fire that night. And
That's crazy, holy.
after Chew did his thing, it dropped down to 32 within about 4 minutes.
Yeah. And I hope he stayed away from the flame when he did it too, because that could have easily.
No. Well, honestly, with a fire that big, you can't be too close. So he was safe at least.
Yeah.
30 people left that fire.
Like, well, time to go to bed. or get some air, get some new air, because this air is polluted right now.
Yep.
Yeah, that was rough. That was a rough weekend.
Kind of sounds like a scene from Beavis and Butthead Do America. Fire!
Yeah, that's pretty
Yeah.
close. That's pretty close.
That's funny. Yes, Shane is in the house, Ray.
Yeah, I'm here.
Ray, been a long time, right?
I'm
Yeah,
here.
he's been on. I think it's being funny from earlier because you guys were hanging out earlier. I think so. Yeah.
We were
Yeah.
we were doing some research and development, I like to call it. That video will be on the get together page tomorrow, probably,
Nice.
after I edit that up.
Vanessa says I would deep fry whatever y'all like to try. So she's all about the deep frying. That's what I'm talking about.
Whatever you throw, Vanessa, I will eat it gladly. No problem.
Breathing heavy over
No
here with all
problem at
snack talk.
That was great.
Yeah, people do comment at times like they watch the show and it's just like then they leave and they're always hungry when they leave.
I wouldn't know why.
Yeah, right?
Rod, I just realized I have a story to share.
Here we go.
So last week I couldn't be on the show, and there was a very specific reason for that. For Christmas, Chew bought me leggings, and then he said, "I'm taking you somewhere warm." And I said, "I'm sorry, what?" And he said, "No, your gift is that I'm taking you somewhere warm." He would not elaborate on that. He wouldn't tell me where we were going. So he had me take a few days off. It was February 16th to the 19th. I took off from work, and he got the plane tickets. He did everything, but he didn't want me to know where we were going until we were there.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know how hard that is?
It's pretty hard, especially when you go to the airport.
It's next to
Yeah, for
impossible.
sure.
So we got to the 2 days before he's telling me to pack, and I'm like, what am I supposed to pack? He's like, well, I can't tell you. So I held up like a dress, and I said, should I bring this? And he said, it's fine. I held up a swimsuit, and I said, should I bring this? He's like, it's fine. I held up sweatpants. I'm like, should I bring this? He's like, it's fine. I held up high heels. Like, it was just ridiculous. He would not help me at all with the packing, which was hell for me because I'm a planner. I'm a pre-planner on everything. I plan everything out. It's ridiculous. I had a hell of a time with this. So a couple fights later, we get through all that. We get packed. We get to the airport. He has to go up to the kiosk alone to get the tag for the luggage. Once he gets the tag for the luggage, I accidentally looked at the luggage at one point. I saw there was an L on the tag. I was like, nope, keep it away from me. I'm not supposed to see. He took it away. We're in the line for security. I'm holding my ID and my boarding pass, and I can't look at my boarding pass the whole time I'm holding it to know where we're going. So we get up to security. I'm hoping they don't ask, so where are you going? the questions that security can occasionally ask. I hand them the boarding pass and the ID. I didn't look at it. We got through security. Okay. We get to the
gate.
The terminal.
Yeah.
The terminal, and he's like, we can't sit at our gate. We have to sit somewhere else. So we sat at one of those little kiosks where you can like charge your phones in like the middle of the terminal, and he wouldn't tell me what gate we were going to. I had headphones in, and I had to stare at the floor the entire time we were walking through the terminal because I wasn't allowed to look anywhere or hear anything.
I'm just wondering if people are looking at Chew thinking he's like basically trafficking you at this point.
Right.
I'm wondering. I mean, nobody turned him in, so that's good. But
it's the mustache. It's the mustache.
So I wasn't allowed to look anywhere. I wasn't allowed to hear anything. We wait until the very last second to get on the plane so that I'm not close to the terminal hearing the announcements of flight to wherever is boarding, So we get on the plane. And I'm trying not to look at people's clothes because sometimes people's clothes say where they're from and stuff. So I'm like being super careful, trying really hard not to F this up for him because he wants it to be a surprise. We get on the plane. I have to have my headphones in the entire plane ride. And okay, so when we were on the plane, I could see that the sun was rising on the left side of the plane. I knew we were headed south. I actually knew we were headed southeast slightly just based on where the sunrise was happening, and I didn't mean to find that out. It just happened.
But how did you not see the terminal?
I stared
Like when
at
you
the
went to board the whole time. So you handed a ticket to board the plane. You just kept looking down and like they didn't ask
I
anything.
held out the ticket. I had the ticket in my hand, but I would not look at it because he wanted it to be a surprise. So that I
That
tried
is so
really hard.
weird. Yeah.
I tried really hard. So we were on the plane. They were getting ready to start coming down to land. And my headphones, I had music on, and I was between songs when the pilot came on and started talking about landing. I heard the word Florida, but I didn't hear where exactly we were going. So I heard Florida. I was like, oh shit, I just heard Florida. So I figured that.
You couldn't look out. You didn't look out the window or anything either, right? Like.
I mean, I not when we were landing itself, but like the early part of the flight, I was looking out the window, but
But not like as you got to Florida where you could see water or something. Okay, gotcha.
So we got there. I had the headphones in the whole time, and we got out of the plane, and it wasn't until I saw written up on the wall that we were in Fort Lauderdale. So I had no idea. I did not know technically where we were going until we actually landed. So kudos to him, and holy crap, that's hard. People complain about airports being like really hard to navigate and like to know where you're going. It's really impossible to not know where you're going at an airport. I'm sorry. I tried it. It's like impossible to not know where you're going at an airport.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, we got there and I didn't know, and we had 4 days in Fort Lauderdale. It was a surprise trip for us. I had no idea where we were going. Nothing was planned. It was just like we got there and hey, there's breweries. So we hit 6 breweries in 4 days in Fort Lauderdale. We tried things that are apparently either illegal or at least controlled substances in Illinois. So that was kind of fun. Well, they have these like tea shops that are like, it's Kava and Kratom, Kratom. I've never heard of those things before, but apparently they have, they alter your view on reality a little bit. So that was surprising. That was new. But yeah, we went to the beach. We went to 6 breweries. We did the Everglades airboat ride, which was really
did you?
That was really fun. I begged him. I was like, no, we got to do the Everglades airboat thing, please. So yeah, we did that. But it was a really fun time. So that was Chu's Christmas present to me. That was a surprise where we were going. So just saying, as much as I'm talking about him farting the fire and scaring off 30 people, he has good points too.
Yeah. He didn't want to fart in the plane, that's for sure. Yeah.
Especially if it's to wipe out that many people around a fire.
Right?
Imagine being closed. Like, oh.
I figured since I told a bad story about him, I should probably tell a good one too. So he worked really hard to make that a special Christmas gift, and that was really nice. So
well, that's pretty cool. Yeah, that was awesome.
Kudos to the boy.
I'm more impressed that you didn't see anything, because that would be the hard part of the whole thing, is you not looking or catching a glance at something even by accident.
I know, it's so hard. Oh my god, it's like really difficult to not see where you're headed in an airport.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Kudos to you for trying to keep the surprise alive.
I had to actively be aware of everything around me so that I couldn't see everything around me. It was so fucked up. So yeah.
See, I couldn't have been able to do that, because I would have accidentally seen, like you said, like the luggage tag. I would have accidentally seen the tag. Or, you've been walking and you kind of like, you see something moving and you kind of look up a little bit like, oh crap, I just saw the what it says at the gate. You know where
But
we're
yeah,
going, kind of thing.
luggage tag, I saw it had an L, but a lot of places have an L, so that didn't like tip me
Sure.
off
Yeah.
completely.
Yeah,
But
absolutely.
I saw there was an L, and I was like, "Oh shit, I'm not supposed to see that. I'm not supposed to see that." And I told him, "Keep the bag away from me because it has a tag on it that has the code for the airport. Don't let me see it." But I had to fight to not find out where we were going.
Yeah.
It was fun though. I mean, we had so much fun down there. Oh my gosh, the people are amazing. We had a blast, and it was so unplanned that I couldn't. I was once I realized we were in Florida, I was like, "Oh, we should reach out to Dave's TV," and then I'm like, "Oh, it's too short notice. We're only here for 3 days. There's no way I can set up something with them."
Right.
But because it was too unplanned, you know. So yeah.
Right.
Well, I think you'd have been more north of you though, but yeah.
We were there like 3 or 4 days after you were there. It was like,
Oh, really? Oh man.
well, what dates were you there?
I was there. God, I don't even remember now. Like the 24th or something like that. 24th to the 29th or something like that. I think.
Yeah,
I
I
was.
said the dates wrong earlier. I said the 16th or the 19th, but it wasn't right. It was the 6th.
It was last week when we were doing the show. So
Yeah, we were there
yeah.
the 6th through the 9th. And
Yeah.
Oh, you were there like a week after I was. Yeah. God damn it. We need to communicate a little bit more. Damn it.
well, we couldn't communicate. Chu had to keep it a secret. He wasn't allowed to tell anybody.
But
He
you
could have told.
Shane.
He could have told me.
Could've done-
Yeah.
yeah.
You could have told me, and I could have met you down there, and I would have been part of the surprise.
I'm
just saying.
And then Brian would have showed up. Brian would have showed up too. And then
Yeah.
there you go.
Yeah. Exactly. Because yeah.
That's right. But yeah, so we
Mm.
just missed you guys by like a week. I wish it had been just a little earlier because then maybe we would have met up. But it
No, that would have been awesome.
a lovely
Yeah, for sure.
surprise nonetheless. So
As Get Mark would say, by that much.
yeah.
Would-
So
don't
I
do
had
that
to
to
tell a
don't,
nice
don't
story
do that to
about
a guy either. Huh?
Fair
I felt,
enough.
I felt the need to tell a nice story about Chu since I told him
No,
about
that was good. That was good.
clearing out situations. So yeah, it was sweet. It was nice.
Vanessa says you make chocolate chip cookies, best put them in a cupcake tin and then form them all into the cups. Then you fill the
Well,
cookie
it's not a-
dough cup with the cream chocolate fill and bake and eat.
Oh,
Oh my god.
let's go to
Oops.
Vanessa's house.
Use the
Vanessa
same the
has-
peanut butter
okay.
cookie dough too. Peanut butter cookie dough, I'm definitely in for
Oh.
sure.
Oh, there we go.
We're going to Vanessa's, no question. You like
Ladybug
peanut butter,
was
you
definitely
haven't
trying to
had
catch a
Nutty
bus.
Buddies? What is wrong with you? You
With
like
what?
peanut butter and you haven't had Nutty Buddies. Like
I wasn't a fan of Nutty Buddies as much. I just the whole wafer type thing just wasn't. I didn't like Twix for the longest time.
Gotta have Twix
I
aren't
know.
those aren't wafers. You gotta have Nutty Buddies.
I know it's cookie. It's a cookie, but yeah. But you know, wafers. We talked about like the whole wafer candy thing. I'm not a huge wafer. It tastes like
Kit
you know
Kat.
the only wafers I liked when I was in Cat school getting a little bit of JC in the process. Like I like to get extra wafer if I could sometimes. When you would go up to communion and they give you a little JC wafer, supposed to be the body of Christ. So like, can I get an extra one? I haven't had some breakfast this morning. But yeah,
I just
Those
read
are good.
Unadapted's comment about the ladybug trying to catch a buzz. He's
Yes,
still here by the
yes.
computer, just hanging. But yeah,
Ladybug's like, this is good beer. This is better than some of the stuff I've had the other spots I've been at. Yeah.
Right?
Food inspection office in Barksdale Air Force Base. Picked up the phone landline from you youngins to make a call. Our first RA base in Japan answered. It was a food inspector office in Japan. I never dialed anything yet.
well, that's random.
That's random. Yeah. The old Audubon government lines. Oh, the lines were just connected there. Hostess had the regular Twinkie, chocolate Twinkie, ding dongs, and ho hos, just like KFC used to have Colonel Burger, which was a hamburger. I don't remember the Colonel Burger, but
Either.
last year, no, it wasn't last year. It was like 3 or 4 years ago because I did a video on one of the other channels. They had the Easter Twinkie, which was a cotton candy Twinkie.
Oh god.
That one was
Oh.
pretty good. The cotton candy
Oh.
Twinkie comes out like around March before Easter time. So if you happen to see it this year, check out the cotton candy Twinkie if you're a Twinkie fan.
Oh, I'd check that out for sure. Cotton
Yeah,
candy Twinkie.
it's well
Woo!
worth to pick
got
up.
my attention now.
I was like, I don't
Yeah.
think I've ever seen that one.
Yeah, yeah. It's like a pink one. It's cotton candy. Cotton candy, good. It's gonna never mind. It's a whole different thing. Anyway, made a fudgy brownie from dark chocolate that is dang. I don't doubt that, Vanessa. I don't doubt that.
Leave it.
Yeah. Oh, and the other thing too, the beer fest. I'm going to try. I think I might be able this year to get to the Barrel and Flow Fest. I believe. So I'm looking to try to do that.
Well,
I like to
to
go to
answer
Cincinnati Beer Fest because Cincinnati Beer Fest was awesome. I'd like to get back to that at some point.
I was going to say, to answer that question, we're going to Beer Fest in 2 weeks. March,
Are you going to the Tailspin or a
Yeah.
different one? Okay.
March 2nd, 3rd, whatever that Saturday is. So in a
Yeah.
couple weeks, I guess.
Any barbecue? I think he meant festish because I have no fear of barbecue. I'll take any barbecue anytime, any
Right.
place. But if we're talking barbecue fest, not that I've seen as of yet. I haven't really seen too many around from Maryland as of yet. I mean, I would definitely check out one now. And since when we were in Kentucky and Cincinnati, they had the beer barbecue fest, beer bacon bourbon fest, and then there was like a barbecue one they had too. But I'm all about barbecue.
I don't think we ever really have any barbecue fest here.
That's kind of surprising because I can see them in being in Indiana having them. Like a
We
pig
got a-
roast or something.
We got a fest coming up here next month here in Niagara Falls. It's the I Love Beer and Tacos Festival. So I'm kind of excited to go to that.
Oh, that's the ones you're talking about. The ones that I put on that thing about all around Toronto. You're going to one of
yes,
those. Oh,
yes,
fucking-
because you mentioned it. Yeah, and they have one right here in
Yeah.
Niagara Falls next month. So I'm going to go check out it's on because it's on a Saturday. Of course, I have to work at night, so I'm going to get the early session and check that out. That'll be fun.
Nice.
Like
Yeah,
beer and
'cause I
tacos.
think,
How
I
can you
think
go
they're
wrong?
like
Right.
6 or 7 spots. I think they're doing around Ontario, which is a cool idea.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Beer and tacos is my everyday life because
Right?
really it's all tacos, nachos, burritos. I mean, yeah, you can't go wrong. The beer and tacos is the best. It's
Cannot
fantastic.
go wrong.
Absolutely. It's a great combination for sure.
Chad says, I'm 65. I remember those well. Talking about the Colonel Burger. I don't remember KFC ever having a burger. But funny thing about KFC, when we moved to Kentucky back in like 93, we had a KFC that was near our house. We went there. It was the first time I ever saw in Kentucky the KFCs had a buffet.
Mm-hmm.
So people would go there and have the buffet of the different stuff. And it was kind of like, was it kind of like a Ponderosa type buffet, but it was just all the chicken stuff they had at KFC. But I had never seen it because any of the ones on the East Coast, it was just like your regular, take your order off the menu, you take it home. There was no buffet there. So
We
And
still have a
people would-
buffet at the one
oh,
down.
you still got one with one? Because they closed the one that they had there before, but people would light those buffets up. Like I know those workers hated having those there. I mean, people were not leaving for a good amount of time when they come in. Like Golden Corral. Like Golden Corral has to be the worst buffet place to work at because I can imagine how sloppy people get there.
You've been here 4 hours. You must go now.
So once they put that chocolate fountain in, it was over.
Yeah.
Everyone's favorite hops.
Oh,
I don't really have a favorite hop. Like for a while, I was doing like hop videos and stuff. Now I will say, I know I like the Galaxy hop because like Mad Tree had the Galaxy High that was focused on that hop. That's one of my favorite beers from Cincinnati when I got that one before. I mean, I've brewed beers and I use the Warriors hop. I like that. I don't see a lot of brews that use that one as much, but I enjoyed brewing with that one. The Centennial is so common nowadays. Centennial and Chinook, you're kind of seeing that in so many different things, but
and
probably
Citra.
Galaxy. Yeah, Citra. Yeah, those are kind of your common ones.
Cascade.
Cascade. Yeah.
So I am obsessed with cashmere. Cashmere hops
Oh,
are
okay,
my absolute favorite. They're silky smooth and they have kind of a little bit of tropic, but not over the top. They don't go piney. I don't go for the pine as much. I wasn't a gin drinker or anything like that. So,
Mhm.
but yeah, the cashmere hops that's my game. I love them. And they're hard to find. You don't see them too often. And then Chew lives for Mosaic. Chew
Mosaic.
loves
Okay.
Mosaic.
Mosaic's a good
Yeah,
hop
Mosaic.
too. Yeah.
Neither of us are hop heads, true. But if we're gonna have a beer, we like having. Well, I like having the cashmere. He likes having the Mosaic. So
What about you guys? You guys got a favorite hop?
I mean, I kind of like the Cascade.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm not really. I don't think I have a favorite. I'm probably gonna tend towards like the Citra Mosaic Galaxy kind of hops, but I
Mhm.
don't necessarily have a favorite. I don't think.
Citra
I'll try
too.
anything.
Citra D
Yeah.
also is one of them.
Oh, I'll try anything, but I do have a favorite.
Yeah. You were telling last week you were smoking to get ready to brisket, get ready to smoke for the Super Bowl. I know it turned out great. Smoked the Dino ribs. I mean, it's a
I
huge
bet you
brisket
did.
to get the Dino ribs. Yeah. Fruit cakes and plum puddings last pretty much all year to get tastier as they age.
Yeah,
Not-
you know why the
not a huge
fruitcakes last
fruitcake
all
fan.
year? You know why the fruitcakes last all year? Because nobody likes them.
Hey,
Well, here's the fun.
Shane, you're
here's
saying
the-
that, but if Vanessa makes it, you're probably gonna like it. I'm not.
I probably would. That's the
If
sad part.
Vanessa makes it, you're probably gonna love it. Just
You
I
know what-
probably will.
You know what the funny thing is about fruitcake, right? So you sit there and they drink like some of the barley wines, and you'll get like dark fruit type stuff, and you'll get some that do have that fruitcake appeal coming through, and it's like, oh, kind of like a fruitcake thing going on. Actually, kind of digging it. Yet I do not want a slice of fruitcake, but in the beer,
Right.
For me, it's like coconut. In the beer, it's good, but I'm not going to get coconut outside the beer usually. So it's just weird how that works out. But yeah.
Right.
It's like the what's the Samoa's Girl Scout cookies. I
Yeah.
won't eat them out of the package, but if I put them in the freezer, I'll eat the shit out of those. But
Yeah.
out of the package, I won't. I don't know why. It's a texture thing. I'm not really sure.
You gotta numb that flaky coconut, which I need another beer. I'm getting a beer, but yeah, Vanessa, we could have told her we kind of gave her a warning, but Urban Dictionary is gonna be Urban Dictionary.
You guys are mean. You just let me look that up and let me see that stuff. Like that was just mean.
Now you know.
I'm horrified.
Now
and
you wish you
upset.
didn't know, but now you know.
Yeah, but that's information that she never wanted to know ever, and she
Oh,
would probably go. She could probably would have gone through her whole life not knowing that and been like, "Hey, I'm okay with that."
Yeah, pretty much. I would have been a happier person in life, not knowing what throwing a snowball actually fucking meant, and now I'm displeased on literally every level. I just why
Oh,
did you do that to me? Why? I was so
Poor
innocent.
Mallory.
I was so innocent and just like now I'm broken.
Drew's gonna come home. He's like, "What's the matter? You don't want to know. You don't."
No,
That's right. You don't want to know.
You don't want to know.
wanna know. I'm not telling you what's wrong. I can't.
Although
Oh,
next R&D get together, I will tell Shane what it is. There you go. Yeah, got to clue Shane in on it.
No, I don't. I don't want to know, Ray. I don't want to
Yeah.
know, Ray. I don't want to know.
Doesn't matter. I think you're going to anyway.
I don't want to
that's,
know.
that's the one we had Shannon look up, and Shannon was pretty shocked. I don't know if Mal's ready for that one.
Slovakian prep. Oh my god.
Yeah, I don't know if you're ready for that one yet.
You know what my favorite thing? My favorite thing is when people say, "Don't look this up." Like if you don't mention, "Don't look it up," people aren't even going to know about it.
You're
It's like
right.
so something's going on. Say, don't look over there. Of course, you're going to look over
Yeah.
there now because
Of
you
course,
said don't look over there.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Night Ray, cheers, my friend. Great having you here, homie.
You're right.
Isn't that like the third time he's left now?
Well, he left and he came back. Then he left and then came back again, but he came under his other name, not coming under the Alcohol. So he kind of switched it up. So yeah,
Oh, okay.
probably trying to hide.
Trying to
Time
hide
for
from somebody.
me.
I'm not sure.
So yeah, so it's time for me to step it up, and I feel like I want a big beer right now. That's what I'm feeling. So
There we go.
Flying Dog and the Double Dog 18 triple IPA. Dog's got a bone. Matt went down 18%.
What is
he's
you
like,
doing
he's
now?
like losing it over here.
I shouldn't have looked it up.
Oh, you looked it up? She can't.
You
Don't pretend
didn't
to do a good
know.
job. What are you doing? I wasn't.
Your ass better call somebody.
Their face is even brighter red.
That's awful. What the hell? Why does this What?
My impersonation of Mal looking that up.
What is that? What the fuck is that?
That's perfect. That is perfect.
Why is this even a thing? Why does that exist? That shouldn't even exist. Oh my god! I can't unsee what.
For those of you wondering what Mal's talking about, is this right here. So
Don't do it. Oh
That's
my
what she looked at that night, wasn't it?
yeah, that's what Shannon did. Yeah.
I was thinking, yeah.
I was getting a beer when it all happened, so I did not take
Wasn't your
credit for
fault.
that.
Yeah,
it wasn't my fault. Not this one.
Well, now she's still like trying to compose.
So let's
herself.
have this. So let's have this debate. So double dog, 18 triple IPA, mind you. It says triple IPA, 18% ABV.
Oh,
At what point are you no longer a triple IPA? Like,
right?
At
That
point,
seems
I'm
high
like,
for a triple.
yeah. I mean,
quadruple, centuple,
I've
whatever.
had quad IPAs, and that was like around 14 or something. But yeah, you're at 18. I don't think you're an IPA anymore. I just think by definition you can't be that IPA. You all right there?
Her face. Sorry, Mel.
She's just mortified.
They're priceless.
Okay. So
She's gonna wake up in the middle of the night and she's gonna go, "What the hell's the matter?" He's like, "You don't." She's like, "You don't want to know. You don't want to know." Now he's gonna go back and watch the video and be like, now he's gonna come up and be like, I know now.
I turned 40 in 3 weeks. Like, I'm almost 40, and I never thought that I would have a moment where I felt so uneducated ever again. But I feel horrified that I was like, I mean, I'm glad that I was uneducated in it until now. I wish I wasn't educated in it, but
It's the Urban Dictionary.
And for those of you just joining, welcome to the show and tell hour of the show.
This is when the shit gets real.
none of
We're at
these
that time
could
now.
ever be looked up. I can't imagine that there is a human who sat there and typed out what that was. They literally
Oh,
sat
I'm sure.
there and said, "Oh, it's this," and then it's
I'm
this.
sure he's
and then
typing
it's
like,
this.
wait a second, are you sure? Let me see. What the fuck?
Like
All
someone
right, I'll type it in.
typed that out.
Wait, what?
I mean, it had steps. It had step 1, step 2, step 3. That was, oh my god. Why?
You only need to see it once, and it burns into your mind by seeing it one time.
They even had like the opposite, like they had the separate steps for the different genders, depending on who's involved. They had separate steps for the different genders. I'm just
Imagine,
like, oh my god.
imagine that's your word for Pictionary with family and friends. Yeah, you don't want that word.
Yeah. Pass. I quit.
That's for the adult version.
Charades. Fun charades story. I was playing charades with my sister and her husband, and the word that he had was mole. M-O-L-E.
Mole. Okay.
Mole.
hmm
And all he did for charades was go and kept pointing at his boob or at his chest, right? Like he's just pointing. And we're staring at him like, what the fuck are you? Like, chest, rib cage, heart, like lungs, like trying to figure out. No, the word was mole. My sister has a mole on her boob right here. And he was just pointing at where her mole is to get her to say mole. And I'm sitting here like, well, that's a shit charades job. Seriously. That's just really awful. Like, you're not doing this right.
Yeah, that's not how you're supposed to do it.
No. I mean, at least show a mole of yours, like, for
Yeah.
God's sake. Because I don't know what's on my sister's boobs. Like, are you kidding me? This is a terrible way to do charades, just so you know.
Charades after.
Oh. It's not as obvious as like Austin Powers, when he had the big mole in his
Right?
Not gonna say anymore. Mole. No more. Mel Brooks classic funny stuff. Although I did never get a chance to watch the History of the World Part 2. I need to go back and watch that.
It's really good.
When the guy punched the horse in blades. Yes. And that was the dad from Webster, right? That played Alex Koros was Mongo.
Actually, Blazing Saddles.
Mongo, that was his name. Yeah.
Yeah.
Blazing Saddles.
What's Mongo? Who's Mongo? No, not who. What?
In Blazing Saddles, the line of people signing up to be part of the bad gang, and they had
Mhm.
like the KKK, and they had different people, like they had the Nazis, they had all these different people lined up. You saw the gang people and all the mafia people, and they're going through all the people. I was just dying. I was dying. Like that line of humans lined up
Yeah.
to be in this gang of the bad guys. I was it was so stupid, but I loved it. And then of course, they steal the KKK things, and it was
Yeah.
everything about that was so freaking ridiculous. And I still remember that scene so clearly. And then when he gets to the town and they're gonna string him up before he's even said he's the sheriff, and then he holds himself in a headlock and says,
Yeah.
back up.
Yeah.
That's a great movie. Great movie.
Yeah. Well, it was a good mockery on a lot of stuff
Thank you for
taking
distracting
place.
from where my brain was. I appreciate that.
We can go back to it if you want.
No,
I mean,
No. I have blocked it out.
Yeah. Wait till the ice cream truck shows up in a few months and it comes back to you.
I hate you so much right now.
5 bench swings, 5 of them around the fire pit. You're 8 feet from the center. Is that how you're set up the backyard now?
Yep.
Bonfires over the hospital barracks in Alaska were pretty epic in February. Yeah, we used to have bonfires back in school back in the day, like Friday nights. Like they'd have some great bonfires, and they stopped after I think somebody got burned or something at one of them. But Kava kind of grows. Kratom is a miracle depending on what you need. So Emerson knows about it.
So the kratom woke me up, made us giddy, and she would not shut the fuck up. Like as soon as he had that tea, like he would not stop talking. It was nonstop. And he's not overly loquacious in general, but like he just would not shut up. And then the kava, we had a shot of it before bed, slept like babies. Oh my gosh. It was the best sleep aid I've ever had. I've never had sleep that deep. Like you wake up at 9 and you're looking at the light coming in the window and you're thinking, oh my God, it's like 2:00 in the afternoon. No, it's 9 a.m. I'm going back to sleep. And then at 11, you wake up and you think it's dinner time. And no, it's 11 a.m. You've slept so deep that you feel like 7 hours have passed when only 2 have. Like it's so phenomenal. That was the best sleep I've ever had in my life. It was amazing.
They're dreaming with like My Little Pony. Oh, I didn't even talk about the poll tonight.
Wait,
But
what?
everybody's 100% no. I said you're probably having dreams like My Little Pony or something.
No, I was dreamless. And Chu had dreams, but they were nice. But yeah, I was absolutely dreamless. It was deep, deep sleep.
I forgot I had a poll question out there, but everybody said no anyway. So nobody's been to a beer fest yet this year. So
I have.
well, you didn't answer the poll. It's 100% no on the poll right now. It says.
Well, I haven't answered your poll yet. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But yeah, I did Brews on Boulevard. It's at a movie theater that is like kind of kitschy and it does like the old timey stuff and it's cute. But yeah, I've done one and I have another one on the 24th of February.
The funny thing is about that, Vanessa, I have them in the fridge right now.
So do I. I can get
Yeah.
those.
Yeah.
I can get those.
Cotton candy. Have you ever had cotton candy grapes?
Yeah,
Yeah. So
I have
they're-
had it before.
I'm like, you know what? If it tastes like this when I was a kid, I would have ate a lot more grapes.
I know,
These
right?
are pretty tasty.
Right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
'Cause I love some cotton candy.
I had them once, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Good
Yeah, they're
sweetness.
They're great.
Near Pensacola, KFC had all you can eat and dine in, so they had one down there. Yeah, we in Jersey, we didn't have any up there. Hopping today will most likely have me falling down. Hopping? by Ray. I think that was a while when Ray left there.
No, Hoppin. Hop. No? No? Okay. I was making a guess.
I told you not to look it up. Yeah, you did say don't look it up, but she did anyway. She has to know.
Man, isn't that kind of like no disrespect, but
Yeah, with all
kind of the same
disrespect.
thing, isn't it?
You can't just say with all due respect and then start tearing. I beg to differ. I did say with all due respect.
You know, even that line, with all due respect, you're still
excellence.
sorry.
You're right.
But that line itself is kind of like the "oh bless your heart" in the South. It's kind of backhanded too, with all due respect. So it's not with all respect. No, it's with all the respect that you believe is due to that person.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying, it's kind of a backhanded line anyway.
But is bless your heart always a bad one? Because sometimes bless your heart,
Oh, it's not
I feel like
always
it could
a
be
bad one,
not always bad, but
but a lot of times
it's how it's done.
It's
Yeah.
you say something stupid and someone says, "Oh, bless your
Oh,
heart."
bless your heart. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's another nicer way of saying you are.
You see the old
dumb."
lady on the porch looking at the kid. Oh, somebody get him a helmet. Oh, bless your heart. Yeah, you're calling you a dumbass.
Yeah.
Right.
So no, sometimes it actually means bless your heart. You're a good person, but
Mhm.
a lot of times it means wow, you're freaking stupid as hell. Bless you.
Shit.
Because the Lord needs to be watching over you because there's issues. That's what that means. It means, Lord, take a look. That person needs a little extra help. Is what that means.
You let this one off the assembly line too quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. This one means, Lord,
Like,
Lord, pay attention.
You might want to do a recall down here. I'm just saying. Shit charades job. Yeah, that's it. Nobody's gonna know this banging your like you be like what King Kong, you're just banging your chest, like what's going on there, you know?
Oh no, this I could figure out was King Kong. This
Yeah.
I can't figure out means mole. Did
Yeah.
you know that this means mole apparently? No. Showing your wife's sister that you've like seen her boobs. That's upsetting.
Well, he's probably like y'all grew up together, so you know, he probably
No,
I don't
she was
know.
12 years older than me. She moved out when I was 7.
Oh,
I had
okay.
no
Yeah,
idea.
that's a big difference. Yeah, yeah,
No
Yeah, well, there you go,
idea.
yeah.
She
yeah.
was 19 when I was 7. I don't know if she has a mole on her boob. Like, are you kidding me? I was 7 years old. I didn't know what a mole was yet.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that was just bad charades on his part. I'm gonna just go with that.
It
That was
a shit
terrible.
charades job. Yes.
Yeah. So what do you want to do? Want to do beer news? So we do beer news here.
Yes, Brandon.
Yeah, why not?
I like
Might as
it.
well.
All right. Let's see here. So I don't know what the hell they're doing in Tennessee,
Tennessee.
but they got a proposed bill to ban the sale of cold beer. And I didn't say this. This was part of the story. Someone said, and that's got to be the dumbest thing ever. I don't know if it's the dumbest thing ever. It's definitely dumb. There's some dumb stuff out there. But like where Todd is, because we use Indiana in this regard, some spots you have to buy beer but you can't have it cold, right? Like, so maybe one of the Tennessee guys was talking to one of the Indiana guys. Like, you know what you should do like us. Don't sell it cold, sell it warm. Like, oh my God. I thought we wanted less government people's lives because this is a GOP that's actually pushing this thing. Like, oh, don't you want it less? Like, why are y'all messing with the beer? You start messing with the beer, you start getting people upset. Just leave the beer alone. Beer got nothing to do with anybody. Just, you know.
But our
Right.
laws here are even weirder than that. Like you can sell it cold in a liquor store, but not in a grocery store.
Yeah. See, they're splitting hairs on that up there then too. But
But Tennessee, you can buy it, like you can get it cold everywhere. I think now.
Yeah.
At the moment, but
well, they
Well,
think the measures. They think the measure's going to fail. But
Well, I hope
Just-
so because cold beer is good.
I just feel like in all the things you could possibly be trying to fix if you're a government official, how does this figure into it? Of all the stuff out there you got to deal with between things happening and
I know.
Okay,
That's the best
so
you can come up with.
well, on the agenda today, we have school shootings, we have mental health, we have the budget, or we have can we keep selling cold beer? You know, let's focus on that last one because I really think that needs a little more of our time. Just saying.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. It's just like
What?
yeah. But that's Tennessee handle. I mean, so if you're in Tennessee, that's that shit you got to deal with down there. I don't know, tell you that. Just it seems like wait, oh, little Shane there he is. All right.
There I am.
So that was interesting. What is up, Patrick? Cheers, my friend. Oh, we've had a bunch of topics tonight for
Moles.
conversation.
I was
You
gonna
just
say,
How
just
you
now
this
tuning
is how
in.
you charades holes.
you
Where
literally
been?
may have come in at the safest time for discussions
No
tonight.
kidding, yeah. Now you're
Actually, yeah, that was the cleanest discussion we've had.
Yeah.
that was the most mild.
But big welcome to you being here as well. We're so happy at the summer beer temps, right? So, yeah, it's kind of a weird type thing that they're trying to pass. I don't know what the reason is behind. I didn't read fully into the article, but they're trying to do it, and it's got something that I mentioned Todd because Todd they do the weird stuff in Indiana when it's like that as well. But it's kind of like I guess they're figuring that people won't take it from there to wherever. Maybe they gotta go make it cold. Like it's just a dumb idea. Like all the other
Right.
stuff you could be dealing with.
I mean,
Why are you doing that?
so the question becomes: is this an argument over like grocery stores and gas
Patrick.
stations having the refrigeration? Is this a question? Is this a question about refrigerated trucking? Like, I feel like it has to be connected.
No, this is in the
to
store.
something
This is in the store. They're trying to
store.
stop them, and there's a bunch of articles coming out about it.
And
And
is it,
Pat, I'm not
is it
trying to be
store
political
owners
too.
is it store owners trying not to have to put in extra coolers to keep
Oh, it's not the owners. No, this is the government, not the owners. The owners don't want it.
government
The owners don't. All the store owners are fighting back on it. This is from the government, the legislature. But
I had a couple questions there.
get some. I don't know. I don't know what they're trying to get done with this. I'm just saying, Pat. It's all the stuff they could actually deal with, you know. But I saw that funny there because it's like, and the only reason I brought up the GOP type thing, you know, they're the ones pushing it. It's like it used to be they wanted less government, like they want less stuff to be invasive or whatever. But it seems like they do more stuff that is invasive from all the stuff you see on the platforms. Like, did something switch? And then I didn't get the memo. Like, I thought it was supposed to be last thing. You guys were for that, so I don't know. Yeah, Pat, you did squeeze in the best time. But should we let Pat know the words that he missed tonight? That he can actually get caught up on?
No.
No one needs to look those up.
He
It's
could probably come up
terrible
with something better.
and horrible. Look, my blush has gone away. Do not remotely bring that back into the situation.
Oh, yeah, no chairs ever. Who did anything? Yeah, the owners want to sell the beer. So and Vanessa's like, no. Like Vanessa, you brought up the second one. You
I
brought the
didn't know
second
about
one.
that, Vanessa. Bad, Vanessa. Oh my God, you killed me.
So that's something they're dealing with down in Tennessee. Mal made mention to it earlier, kind of, but women-led Chicago-wide effort to craft new beer takes center stage at Naperville's Solemn Oath in celebration of International Women's Day. So if you missed Mal talking about it earlier, they're brewing the beer for International Women's Day upcoming. What is the date for that?
International Women's Day is March 8th.
March 8th. So there you go. Day before my birthday, Mal's birthday, day before my birthday. So there you go. So Pisces, fish, swim. So it's a pretty cool thing that they're doing there. And kudos for them for putting that together. And Mal being part of Pink Boots Society, being involved as well. So pretty cool. Anything you want to add to it for people that may have not been here earlier?
So I mean, it was a lovely day. We had two actual brew days together. So the first one was in the city, but there was a snowstorm, so not everybody was able to make it. But we tasted all the grains. We were checking out the hop pellets, trying to decide what hops we were going to use, what grains we were going to use, all this stuff, and we ended up deciding on over votes. So everybody was voting for the things that they wanted in the beer. After that was decided, it was decided what kind of beer it would be. And it's coming out on International Women's Day. It's going to be fantastic. It's called Vibes Since 1920, which is a nod to women's suffrage. The can art is very intricate. It has a lot of important days that women have gone throughout history. So yeah, I highly recommend you check it out. I'm talking to my owners to get it in at Ravinia as well. So yeah, it's pretty neat. I'm really excited to see the beer come out and see how it turns out overall. So yeah, it was a neat thing, and being together with 100 women who are as obsessed with beer as I am, which I don't find women who are as obsessed with beer as me very often. So it was really exciting to see that I'm not alone in that.
Yeah.
I'm honestly, even at the tap room, like someone says, "Oh, I have a question about beer," and my server doesn't know the answer, they'll come get me, and I come over, and occasionally I'll have people say, "Isn't there like a guy who knows like what's going on?" I'm like, you want beer answers, you're literally looking at the human who can give it to you. If you have an issue with that, you can eat your tacos elsewhere, because I got no issue with that either. So yeah, I still run into that actually. It's a thing
It's
that
kind of crazy. Yeah.
don't expect women to know about beer. And one of my servers is level 1 Cicerone. I am planning on taking the test within the next year to get level 1. And yeah, it's just we still run into that issue. It's this brick wall that we keep butting our heads against, and hopefully it'll get sorted out soon. But I'm very excited for the beer. It's going to be really good. So yeah, if you're in the Chicagoland area and you get a chance to give it a shot, please, do a review on it and let people know how amazing we did.
Yeah. Very nice. And for those of you not in the Chicagoland area, it might be something to check around some of your local areas and see if any of the other breweries are doing stuff, because I know there's other initiatives out there as well
Oh
to
yeah.
kind of celebrate different things. So you may find some support that you can actually do.
Pink Boots Society is international, so it's not
Yeah.
just the U.S. Most of the states have one chapter for the state. Illinois, I believe, has 2, just because Chicago is such a powerhouse. But and I think Michigan has 2 as well, if I remember correctly. But yeah, just taking the time and like seeing these beers that are coming out from folks who are underrepresented in beer is a really great way to just be inclusive and like show that, well, I mean, you don't have to have a big beard and a beer belly in order to make beer. It's not necessary. So yeah,
Yeah.
I'm off my
Did you say,
soapbox. Sorry.
did you say a beer belly?
And a beard.
First of all,
Yes. If you need a
I
beer,
would like to
a
take
beard
the
and a
many,
beer
many
belly.
fans throughout this country. I admit I don't look like the athlete of the day supposed to look. My belly's just a little big. My hand is just a little big. But brother, I am bad and they know I'm bad. I want you at home to know my hand is touching your hand for this gathering of the biggest body of people in this country, in this universe, all over the world now, reaching out because the love that was given me in this time, I will repay you now. Love you.
Dusty Rose always
Yeah.
still in the show here.
Yeah.
Vanessa said, "Happy minds persevere." Says, "Yes, I am so sorry." Pat says, "Are we talking about the mole and the boob?" No. We got a few keywords. We had a show and tell hour earlier. Well, we're into the show and tell
Show
hour
and
now,
tell.
but
Don't say show and tell.
it was more. It was
the video for show and tell.
it wasn't
Or-
show and tell. It was more read and react.
Watch it. Yeah, I was gonna say and react and watch Mel's face turn a bright shade of red you've never seen before.
I've actually
I feel so violated just by learning a thing. Like it's upsetting to feel violated by learning a thing. Just say.
You know what, Timur? It's funny. I've never actually done the twisted tea. Although I will have a hard tea coming up from Voodoo probably next week that I picked up because it was at the corner store. I said, well, no, let's go ahead and give it a shot. What can I do? Lose an extra week of my life? I don't know. Let's risk it.
Let's try it. See what happens.
Hey,
It better be better than that fruit. That fruit force was not up to par for what it should have been for be a Voodoo beer. I'm just saying.
Hey, if it came down to Twisted Tea or like White Claw or one of the seltzers or something, I would totally take Twisted Tea first. I'm just saying.
Oh,
Like,
I
For
mean,
sure.
no, there's some good seltzers out there. I'm not saying White Claw, but there's some ones like if you give me an Untitled Art Seltzer versus it's Untitled Art Seltzer all day long.
I don't know. I like the Twisted Tea. I think it's nice.
But I haven't had Twisted Tea, so
It's
That'd be
better than
something to
any
check out.
seltzer you've ever had, Rod. That's for sure.
have you had Untitled Art Seltzer?
I live in Canada, so
Me?
no.
Well, yeah, but it's Wisconsin, which is pretty much Canada. Wisconsin's pretty much Canada, so
Rod, your glass is empty.
I didn't know what you were doing in glass because it was like on me. I'm like, whoa, we're not that kind of show right now, you know.
No, I was showing.
I don't think Chew appreciates that.
You're
Are you gonna?
terrible.
Is Chew there? You want me to sound the alarm, or are you going to go get one?
No, he's not home yet. He'll be home soon. But
She grabbed multiples this time.
so his brewery, Liquid Love, just did a collaboration with Foreign Exchange Brewing Company. They're quite good in the Chicagoland area. Ricky is the head brewer. He's amazing. And he swung by and helped brew Damascus.
Oh,
So there's this one that's apparently next. She told me to take my time on these because both the Delilah and this were quite strong. But this is a blend of 24-month bourbon barrel aged imperial stout and imperial stout aged on Brazilian oak. So a really fun mix on this one. It's a 13.5% ABV, so I actually will be fully
That was
sipping
getting
on this.
crazy.
Otherwise, I can't talk anymore. And
what's the bottle size of that? Was that 16.9 on the bottle, or is
this
that?
one is, if I can find it,
Looks like it might
one
be
pint,
smaller.
0.9 fluid ounces.
Yeah, 16.9. Okay, cool. All right, that's like
And
your Bourbon County.
I luckily did remember my bottle opener, and it's this lovely bottle opener.
Oh,
right
look at that bottle opener. That bottle opener is solid.
Yes,
That's-
I have
that's the-
like the best bottle opener ever.
Yes, yes,
Um,
ma'am.
But this is wax
all over.
coated, so there's the possibility that I won't be able to open this, and I'm just going to go without beer. So we're going to find out. But if
Just
someone
gotta-
wants to talk about a conversation topic, I try to figure this
You just
out.
got to work it.
I heard this.
Vanessa-
Heard this.
Yeah, it hissed.
So,
Vanessa said she gets the same response when she visits the gun store and range. I'm like, Vanessa, no one should mess with you at a gun store or a range. I'm just saying.
I know, right?
I
Yeah.
did it
Yeah.
first
Right.
try.
There you go. Nice. You know why? Because that's one hell of a bottle opener. Good
It is
quality right there.
Of course it
Yeah.
is. Yes.
So,
We put kids to work in those Chinese factories. Oh, no break for you. No break for you. Major motion pictures and sitcoms, baby, in my Dusty Rose voice. I mean, oh, let me see here. So, on the news here, so we had that one. So, first Philly Beer Fest kicks off this weekend in Philadelphia. I don't think Bart number seven, but Bart's kind of outside that area, but him and Alex and all of them are up that way. Yeah, I'm looking forward to trying to get some more Beer Fest stuff again this year so I could get some more video up on the channel. So stay tuned for that. Molson Coors shows how macro beer is on the up. So this is kind of interesting. Molson Coors has seen their numbers tick up. Obviously, you had some of the stuff still happening with the whole Bud Light type thing. But I feel like as people are cost cutting with other stuff, obviously macro beers are going to get the benefit of sales when it comes to beer because it's going to be cheaper for the amount of beer you
Yeah.
get too. So I think that's playing into it. Funny thing is, like on all the videos that I have on the channel, the one that steadily keeps getting views is the one when I did the Coors beer, like the stubby. That one keeps getting like, so maybe people are really dialing in now into some of the macro beers on something like Coors because that's the one that's constantly getting views on it now. So, which is great. So appreciate all y'all that watch it, but it's kind of funny just, you know.
Well, that's the thing with like I notice on my channel, like anytime I do a macro, that does way better than any other beer that I've ever done. But I think it's just because people are familiar with like I said, you do like a Coors Banquet or something
That's
like
what I was
that.
gonna say because most people
Yeah, because people
or have drank those or
right, and if they do a search, they just happen to come across like whether they're looking up, what the price of a case is, and maybe your video comes up in the feed, and they're like, oh, let's check this out, kind of thing.
Yeah. Well,
But
it's,
yeah,
it's
my
funny.
macros always do well.
It's funny because I'm seeing the views come up on it, but it's not like on my channel. Like the biggest beer review was the original, like Voodoo Ranger. Gets the most views right now, and then behind that's another one. I think Coors is like the Coors one is probably 6th or 7th now, but it's steadily been growing more and more coming up. So, and if you
Right.
look in like when I go in, I'll look in searches for beer stuff. Like if you're doing a channel like you are, like Mal, you know, you go in the beer thing. Well, what's more popular? What are people looking for? You type in beer, you'll see Coors pop up in a lot of different searches. So I think that is driving it.
Right.
Do you find like the different variant of macros go in stages? Like maybe Coors, like if you did a Coors, like that video climbs a bit, then maybe a little bit later a Miller Lite or Bud Light, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like,
No, for me, it's been steady Coors because now I was already seeing the Coors Gold make moves, but I also see like the Coors Light versus Bud Light showdown I did because Coors was featured in that too. So that started to pick up stuff, but it seemed like the Coors products are getting more momentum behind them, which is interesting. So, because actually I was going to pick up a Miller, because I saw it the other day, and I'm probably going to get it this weekend, but Miller Genuine Draft, just to kind of, because I haven't done a Miller Genuine Draft since college. Yeah. I can get like I can get like the 19-ounce can here I saw the other day.
I can't find that anywhere near me. I was like, I've been looking for it. It's not here.
Is this a limited market? So you can't even go to Benny's and get it? Wow.
No.
so what about you?
I've been looking.
Like,
I've been looking for about, I'd say, a year and a half, and I have not. Every place I've been in didn't have it.
Do
And
you see
my-
it? Do
my
you
dad's-
see it there,
my
Shane?
dad's favorite driver for NASCAR was Rusty Wallace, and he drove the Miller Genuine Draft car. Like that was the thing. So one of the early beers that I ever tried, sorry Dad if you're watching, but was Miller Genuine Draft because I tried his. But I can't find it. I really can't. So it's kind of sad actually. Like I've been looking.
Do you need me to send you some down, Mallory?
You have it? Oh, you.
Yeah, I was going to say
Yeah.
because our friend, like Chris off the 10th, he loves Miller Genuine Draft, so he's always drinking it up there. So I figured Shane's probably seen it up there too.
Oh
then.
yeah, yeah. Because
Yeah.
Chris lives like down the street and around the corner from me. Well, not really, but he's like 10 minutes away from me. He's not that far.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
can't find it by me, which is strange. But Miller Genuine Draft is missing in the Chicagoland area as
All right.
far
I'll,
as.
I'll have to send you down a couple.
Now, Dave from Beer in Front, he said he was able to find it, like he saw it somewhere, but the places I've been don't have it. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I'll
The
send you
place
down
I
a couple,
saw the
Mallory.
Okay.
place I saw is like our local corner store. So it's not like our main stores that carry, but like the local inner city corner store actually had it there. But I did grab one that I'll be sharing next week. That's kind of one I was always questioned about. I don't like the American version, but the version I got, I think is the Mexican version. I won't say what the name of it is, but it is one of the bigger beers. I'm kind of interested to see how it tastes.
Corona.
Shut up, Todd.
Well, you said American Mexican.
You ruined a surprise for the. I'm trying to set it up for people that watch the channel so they can come back and wonder what it is.
In all fairness, Todd, that was my first thought too. Like he's talking about Corona, right?
It wasn't a hard clue, but Todd just blurts it out anyway. So
Well, if it makes you feel better, I was thinking Modelo.
See, you
Oh,
ruined
there
it.
you go.
I'm just making a statement. It wasn't my fault.
But Modelo doesn't have an American version. Like Corona has an American version, but then they also have the Mexican version.
But they've gotten all this extra press since Bud Light did their thing. So I was kind of
Yeah.
thinking that maybe Modelo had come out with something. So I went Modelo in my head. So
I always heard
That's-
the Mexican Corona is way better than our shitty American version.
Yeah, so with Todd's thing, it's the Corona Familiar is the one I picked up. So I'm gonna see how that actually tastes on the upcoming video. Which I'll probably drink this weekend because I like to hold macros for too long, obviously. Bitter year for Heineken as inflation hits profits and beer sales. So they're actually seeing some of their sales. I know and Heineken's such a weird thing too, just because it's funny. I think some people do like the skunkiness of the green bottles, but the cans are definitely better than the bottle. That's to be a good video for comparison, the Heineken can versus the bottle. But I know the cans are better. So
I'll tell you what, the Heineken 0.0, phenomenal. It's
So you-
so good. as a
Really?
NA beer. It's so good. I like Heineken 0.0 better than Heineken. I do. It doesn't go skunky. I really enjoy it. Like it's quite good. I've ordered it because I wanted it. And I've never
Okay.
done that with an NA beer before. So just saying, Heineken 0.0, really, really tasty.
All right. Well, maybe that is one that I did want to try one of them for an NA beer, so maybe I'll pick that
That
up
one
then.
and the Stella were like top notch for NA beer. And then there's Samuel Adams. They had a hazy that was a non-alcoholic that I was
Yeah.
impressed with. It wasn't perfect, but it was about as close as you can get.
I think that's the Just the Haze, I believe, is the one where it's non-alcoholic. I think it's Just the Haze. It's their non-alcoholic hazy.
Yeah. The
I think Dave had
non-alcoholic-
that from Beer Front. He liked it too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was pretty good. Like I sipped on it and I thought it was going to be terrible, and I was like, oh, actually, that's not bad. It's juice front, and you get a little bit of the bitterness, and you don't have the alcohol. So,
Yeah.
as far as the non-alcoholics go, those three have got it going. Got to say.
And then here's a brewery that's, even though Shane's in Canada, is closer to him than any of us. It's like Genesee. So they're introducing eco-friendly rain carriers for 6-packs, which is kind of interesting because I remember some breweries doing that a few years ago.
Yeah.
And I guess a lot maybe haven't done it. If they're talking about now, you thought more people would get on board with doing it or whatever. So, but
Well, I thought
Genesee's actually doing it now.
It's just the
Hmm?
cardboard, right? Just a cardboard.
No, it's like the ring that holds a 6-pack together. They're eco-friendly, so they break down, so you don't have the plastic ones that don't do that. Yeah,
But I think some of them were doing like the flat card.
they were doing like a few years ago. A few of them, yeah. So it's just funny. It hasn't I haven't seen more breweries doing it. And it's kind of like, oh, this is being highlighted out there, but it's like the electric car. Like back in the '90s, we had the first electric cars, but nobody really knew about them as much. And then now we come back all these years later, and people are like, oh, we get an electric car type thing. So
Seems like the cardboard desk would be cheaper to manufacture than the plastic ones would be.
You would think just the
what
box,
do you think?
the
so.
little cardboard box would be cheaper than
Yeah.
the plastic.
Yeah.
Right. Well, what would be the price difference, do you think, between like having like the plastic little 6-pack holder as opposed to like a cardboard little, like, you know, like you pick up a 6-pack and it's got the little cardboard case, you just pick it up and go?
Yeah. Yeah. Right.
Mhm.
I don't
Because I know,
know.
like, because when I go to the liquor store here, they have like the little cardboard things. You just kind of pop it out and you can put. I think 8
make your own
beers.
6-pack.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Ours is an 8, but yeah, 6-pack, 8-pack, whatever. I would imagine that would still be cheaper than getting like the 6-pack of
I
the
have to
plastic,
think-
wouldn't it?
I have to
Yeah.
think you're right. Like it makes sense that the cardboard would be cheaper than those ones that snap onto the tops. It just makes more sense for it to
Right.
be cheaper.
And a cardboard would break down, wouldn't it?
Oh,
Wouldn't it
it
break
always-
down?
it
Yeah.
does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's
So-
paper, basically, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's
well,
weird. I'd be
pa-
curious to see. I might have to look that up and see just what the difference in the price point is between the two, and if it's really. I mean, even if the cardboard ends up being more expensive, like, you know, by however much it is, does that offset your, you know, what you're doing to the environment? Because sometimes, like, you know, a quarter of a cent per difference. I mean, I understand over like a million freaking, when you're doing a million of these things, that price adds up.
Now, I will say for the folks who are, you know, beer drinkers out there who get those plastic ones, talk with your local breweries. A lot of them will actually recycle those for you.
Yeah.
They'll take those back and they will use them on their own beers. And like they can be reused several times over on, you know, for different breweries and everything. So if you have a stack of those somewhere, check with your local breweries. They might take them back, because honestly, like the ones I get from Ravinia doesn't take them back, but Choose Brewery, Liquid Love, they do take them back. So honestly, a whole bunch of beer from Liquid Love is on those plastic ones from Ravinia because of me.
So Mal, why does your brewery not take those? Because somebody else had them. They don't want to.
They have a concern that they won't hold the beer as well. So like once it's been snapped onto beer a couple of times, like
loosens up a little bit.
they're worried that it won't hold properly, so they don't reuse them. But I've found Choose Brewery and a couple other breweries around that will take those and reuse it on their own beer. Mostly Ravinia is a little bit bigger We have 2 locations. We're opening a third, all this stuff. So we're a little bit bigger. The smaller breweries that are still self-distributed, that are still like kind of building up, they're willing to take on these
Which I mean, that
holders.
explanation makes sense. I just thought maybe it was because like we're not using something that somebody else has had in their possession and reusing. You know what I mean? Like for
Well,
those.
they've run into the issue that when you snap them onto 4-packs several times, they just
Yeah,
don't
but
hold
that
as
makes
well. So
sense.
you'll pick
That
it up
makes
and one of the cans will fall out,
Yeah.
and it's like
Right,
Yeah.
right.
you don't want that to happen. These other breweries who are trying to save a little money because they're a little bit smaller are like, yeah, we'll take those. Yeah, that's cool. So
No, I get that, but I was just thinking like maybe they were not using them. You guys weren't using them because we didn't want to take secondhand like that somebody else had in their possession. Like you know, what I'm saying like
Right.
don't want to spread whatever.
no. That's not
But,
an
I mean,
issue
what
at
you're
all.
saying makes sense. I understand that, but I never
But
really
I
thought about
But
that.
one thing I will say with the whole lawsuit and us like having issues with money at the moment, I wouldn't be surprised if we started reusing our own at this point.
Mm.
We haven't gotten there yet. They haven't told me, hey, save those. But if they do, I wouldn't be overly surprised because honestly, it is a cost. Everything's a cost. Like,
Sure.
I mean, from the labels to even just the cans themselves, everything costs money. And I wouldn't be surprised if they said, hey, let's save those now.
I mean,
I'm
that
like,
is
chill. We got that.
That is weird. Like, why would you not? I feel like you could test them out before you give them to somebody. You know, if one doesn't feel stable or whatever, then you just don't use one and throw it out or whatever. Like, you're not losing anything. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. I don't know. It's just something they haven't done. So, I mean, maybe they will in the future, but right now I've been giving them to other breweries. I've never thrown away one of those. I
Right.
have not.
yeah, yeah.
I've always found a brewery that would take them.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
because
I think I probably.
the trash. I really don't.
That's a
wanna put-
good thought because I always throw mine away usually, but I could actually take them back to the stores even where I get them from. They'd probably take them back.
I was gonna say we got some breweries here that may not use them, but they have a recycle thing or whatever.
Yeah.
They'll
Yeah.
accept them and recycle them or
Right.
give them to somebody else that will use, like like you guys do. Well,
But we can all help the environment a little bit by not putting any more of those in landfills if we can avoid it.
Right.
So, because there are breweries who will reuse those. So
Yeah.
don't toss them in the trash. Hang on to them. Get a stack. When you go to a brewery next, have them in the car and say, "Hey, do you guys want those like can toppers?" And they'll be like, either yes, we'll take them, or no, we don't really take them. Fine, either way, but keep them in the car. It's fine. It's not taking up that much space. You're fine.
I've got a whole
Or-
stack upstairs where whenever I buy
I know.
I just stack them up or whatever. I was like, I need to get rid of them or give them to local breweries or whatever. Like, I just need to get rid of them, but I don't throw them away. I just stack them up on.
Or here's an idea for that, because I know like the plastic carriers. I probably have a dozen or 15 sitting behind my bar. But if I know I'm going to like a craft brewery and I'm picking up beer, I'll just grab a couple and just reuse them, right? Because they're
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what would be? I was just thinking maybe a good idea might be to like, let's say like somebody goes into Ravinia and orders, they like, hey, I want 6 cans, blah 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 blah. Well, you can either take them as they are, or for $2 you get this plastic piece. And how many people will stop using that plastic piece because you're charging them an extra $2?
Yeah.
Right.
Kind of like
Mhm.
what they tried to do with the plastic bag thing. Like, they started, 10
Yeah.
cents for a plastic bag, whatever they're charging is nothing, and people will pay that. So that really didn't stop that process. But if you charge a couple dollars for just a little piece of plastic, people are like, really? You're going to charge me I'll just carry them. Thanks.
Yeah.
That's
You know
right.
what's funny? You say that. So moving to Maryland, which is hilarious, because in Kentucky we didn't have any problem. We got plastic. I mean, I don't know if they're doing the same thing now, but we moved here a couple of years ago, going to the store, and they're like, "Oh, did you bring your bags?" I'm like, "No." And they're like, "Oh, we got to charge you like for your bag." I'm like, "Okay." It's like some people here, literally, they like don't want to pay that 5 cent or 10 cent a bag, whatever it is now, and they bring their own bags and stuff. So it works in Maryland. Like people actually
Mhm.
do, and it's just like. I'm like, I don't care. It's like 5 cent a bag or like that. Now in Jersey, it's like a quarter a bag. So they got a little bit higher. People trying to doing stuff there. So it depends on the state you're in. But I'm just like, I don't know. I mean, I'm just
Right.
going to pay for the bag. But it's funny because I do have bags in the car. I just never bring them in for anything. And it's just like,
Right.
I'm going to pay it,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, see,
So,
and I think that's the
Illinois
thing.
hasn't
Like,
done it. Illinois hasn't done it yet, but I think they're on the way to that. So yeah, the paying for the bags, I think that's coming. It's just not here yet. So
But my thing is still, you know what? You're going to charge me the plastic bag. You're going to stop buying. How many items do I have here that are in plastic bags that I'm buying? So I'm buying stuff in plastic bags, but you don't want to give me a plastic bag. How are we winning here? Look at the bread. Look at the buns. Look at this. Look at that. Look at the fruit. Look at there's stuff in plastic bags already, but you don't want to give me a plastic bag. I'm not, Neil deGrasse Tyson by any means. I'm just saying some shit doesn't add up.
right. But see, I think the problem with that particular system, like we were saying earlier, like, if it's 5, 10, or even 25 cents for a bag, I mean, a quarter for anybody it's nothing. It doesn't mean
Yeah.
anything. But
Yeah.
if somebody said, "Oh, you want a bag?" It's $2. All of a sudden,
Yeah.
everybody's like, "Oh, what the hell?" Now I'm just going to carry it out myself.
yeah.
Well, they're supposed to be like-
You can't put a price on. Yeah, you can't put a price on something that's not going to
You got to make
impact
it
the person buying it. Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to make them think. Because 10 cents is nothing. Sorry.
Take your time. We don't want you getting choked up, Shane. Man down. Man down. Somebody get the traffic cone. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Shut up. Oh my god.
I haven't seen the traffic cone, but I don't want to know it. God damn.
You don't want it.
No, I don't. I'm not going to go look it up. I'm not going to go look it up.
I couldn't resist, Mal. My bad. My bad.
Oh, I don't think I'll be here next week. You just horrified me.
But-
Josh.
but-
No, you went to
But you
the-
were saying-
what they're
You'll
doing
be here.
Now she's going down the street and you're having road construction. She's going to see the traffic cones. She's also instantly going to be like turning red and throwing up in her mouth.
Oh my god, it's so
She's going to go,
awful.
"What the hell's wrong with you? Traffic cones."
Why? Hey.
But you were saying you got to make them feel it to be able to
Yeah.
not want to do it. So I get that, but it's supposed to be like 25 cents a bag, and here we'll dump like you get paper, so it's like here's 10 cents a bag. I think it's 10 or 5, but some of the cashiers don't even add it up right anyway. But in Jersey, if you get like your bag, you get a double bag. That's 50 cents you're paying for each time. So if you're going and you're getting like 6 bags, you're really getting 12. So then you're paying like much more closer to 2, 3, whatever that number is going to be.
Right.
That people might start to think, okay, I'll bring my own stuff. So yeah,
But also, I
Right,
feel
'cause-
like in grocery style, you're already spending $100+ anyway. So
that's the other thing too. It's kind of like when you
bucks, but when you're buying like a 6-pack and $15, $16, and you're throwing another $2 on it, and all of a sudden you're like, "Oh, wait a minute here, I don't want to."
Yeah.
It makes a bigger difference. You know what I'm saying? Like, I
Well, it's funny. I mean,
price point of what you're spending.
I think it depends on threshold. Like I'll see stuff in there like, oh, if you do this, you get 10% off. I'm like, ooh, 10%. Ooh, that sounds great. Like, I spend $100, I get, $10 off. I spend $100. So I don't, it's like, but then it's like, oh, if you do this, you get 20% off. Oh, now you got my attention. So it's gotta be the right price point to actually make it worth it for people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right,
Exactly.
Mal, there.
That's what I was saying.
No.
Nor will she ever be again.
I haven't been all right for a while. This is worse than I saw Debbie Does Dallas. Like I don't think I'm gonna recover from this. Whew, I'm okay.
You need to watch Faces of Death and just clean the palate.
I
I
actually have seen Faces of Death, and it did not upset me as much as the description of that traffic cone shit that you like put out there. No.
No. Vanessa put that out there.
I
Don't
would-
don't you put
I
that on
would
me, Ricky
rather
Bobby.
watch-
Don't you
blame the moderators. Blame the moderators. Not
I would rather watch Faces of Death than think about that.
That came from Vanessa. Talking about Molson Coors, but also on Molson Coors, it looks like in Texas, their workers might be preparing to strike down there. So don't celebrate yet. Just like going to overtime. What's the Super Bowl? Can we talk how do you coach a professional team and not know Super Bowl rules from everything I'm seeing and reading about the 49ers? Have y'all seen this out there? So the Super
don't
Bowl
think
was this
so.
past weekend, right? And they go to overtime. Well, they had new overtime rules. So both teams, I guess, get a chance to get the ball.
Yeah, they both
So the
get the
49ers win the toss and they want the ball. Strategically, you're supposed to kick because then you know what the other team had done, right? So if their team
Right.
kicks a field goal, you get a touchdown, you win. If they get a touchdown, you have to get a touchdown. They're like, no, we want
Right.
the ball, and they got a field goal
No,
within KC.
I thought the team that got it, if they scored the touchdown first, the game was over.
They didn't get a touchdown though. They had
No.
a field goal.
No, but I'm saying if San Francisco went down and scored a touchdown, the game would have been over.
No,
No,
both
they changed the rules
in the
this
Super
year.
Bowl- In the Super Bowl,
Okay, so
both
that
teams
was
get a
so we were
possession.
talking about that during
Yeah.
the game, and I wasn't sure I didn't know that was the rule change. Okay.
Because
Yeah.
then the coin flip is not fair. The coin flip just says that this team has a chance to make points if you stop them from making points. That puts all the pressure on your defense.
Yeah,
You're right.
and
You have
and,
to have both teams getting a chance at offense.
and I'm glad you said the coin flip because that's the other part of it. Like the ref, from what I understand from reading, because I didn't really watch it as much, told the teams how it worked in overtime and explained whoever won it, the other team would get the ball too. And it just went over to, and like the head coach is like, oh yeah, we want the ball. Like he didn't know and then I read the Chiefs have studied the overtime rules, so they were prepared for it. Like how do you not prepare your team for that? I just don't. That's just crazy to me. So you get
But that's been different, not just this year. It's been different before because I ran into
well
that.
before whoever first scored would be over.
Well, I know, but
Yeah.
they changed the rules specifically for the Super Bowl, so each
Mhm.
team had an opportunity for possession. Because
Yeah.
you're in possession, you are making points. That is how that works. Unless you throw an interception and they happen to get points, it's kind of rando. It doesn't happen that often. That doesn't count. Each team should have a possession because, that's the point-making part of it. So it just makes more sense for them to each get a possession.
Like I said, I haven't watched really the Super Bowl and kind of stuff for like the last few years, but I liked it back in the day. If you got it, whoever scored first. If you didn't want to, then stop them. It was kind of like that's how it was. But I can understand where they made it more favorable to make it kind of like college and how the college rules are. But if one team, like all these teams going into the season, knew this rule change was out there, so now you're going to the Super Bowl. One team decides, hey, we're having meetings and we're going to talk about this rule again. So you guys are familiar with it. And the other team doesn't. That is just like, mismanagement on my part. But, it's a Shanahan. So Shanahan's blow things from.
That's different than the regular season, which makes no sense. Like, why
Yeah,
is your
well.
game
It is
different
different from regular season.
Yeah.
every 18 weeks that you play leading into that? Like, why is
But-
that different?
But
Yeah,
personally,
because the other thing they were.
the regular season will probably be that way at some point because it makes more sense.
I feel
But-
like you go overtime, just play the 12 or 15 minutes, wherever it is, and then you're done. It is what it is. You know what I
And
mean?
if you but they want to get rid of ties, I think, too, because it makes it
Well, no,
easier
I
for
get
when they
that.
do stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, but I do agree. I think it's more fair to have both teams have possession of the ball, not just the
No,
first
I
team that
agree. I
scores.
agree.
Yeah.
I agree with
Right?
that.
Because if Todd and I are playing and he gets the ball first and he scores, I don't even have a chance. I don't have my
Yeah.
team doesn't
I
have that
always
opportunity.
hated that rule anyway.
Yeah. So I think it's fair that both teams have to get possession and at least try. If they get intercepted on their first throw, well, you suck and you lose.
Right.
But think about it, because he's from Canada, so he'd be trying to kick the thing the whole way, and it's a little different. So
Well, because I only play 3 downs. I only play 3 downs in Canada, so it's
On a
Pass,
bigger
punt, kick.
field. On a bigger
with
field.
a bigger field. That's right.
And I still love watching CFL because people can still run into the goalposts in that league because they don't back it up. It's in the front
That's
of
one of the
end
best
zone.
things about it. That's one of the best things about it. I'm telling you. Because it's right there at the goal line, man. If you don't see that, you're done. It's great watching guys who get smoked
And
by
I-
that pole. It's
and
so
I-
much
and I
fun.
still-
That was
I-
like 30
I-
yards deep, isn't it?
I still see people running into it. They're wider lengthwise, same, but they're wider, so they have a wider field, and they only have the 3
No, they're
now,
longer
so-
too. They're longer
Oh,
too.
they are longer. It's longer than 100 yard. Okay,
But yeah.
Yeah, it's 110.
yeah. So it's interesting because it's a different strategy because you only have the three downs, and
Right.
what I like about the CFL, there's no fair catch. There's kickoff. You have to run everything. If you don't run the kickoff, if you let the ball bounce and they get it, they get points for it. You have to react. So it's kind of cool, and they can challenge on anything. It's not some stupid thing. It only has to be this or that. They can always throw their flag out if they want to
Right.
challenge something. Even if a ref didn't make a call, they can challenge it and then go back and review it, and the ref can make the call then. So
Right.
pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah, it is for sure.
Yeah. And they got talent. They got talent in the CFL.
Oh,
But
sure.
it seems
I
like,
mean,
yeah. I mean, it's only
The
8
sad part is
teams.
they
Right?
don't get-
It's still 8 teams right there, right?
uh,
I think it's still 8 is the number of teams they have.
something like that. I'm trying to think now. Yeah, probably only 8. Yeah, I'm just trying
Yeah.
to think of them off the top of my head. I think there's only 8.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's where Warren Moon got his start up there because they wouldn't get him in the NFL. And they said if he'd went to the NFL at that point, he probably would have been one of the top passers down here. If you put
Right.
his CFL yards together with his NFL stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, usually we're about to wrap up, but God dang, y'all came in with some comments at the last second here.
Gotta get to them, Rod. Gotta get to them.
I'm trying to see where I left off even. It was like I looked up and it's like, holy shit, there's a lot of comments that came in towards the end here. Heineken in a can is how it was intended, Pat said. Corona with lime is a godsend. I'm not huge on the Corona with the lime. That's what I don't usually like, but I heard the Familiar was actually better being a Mexican brand, so I'm looking to check that out.
Corona started advertising putting the lime in the beer to fix the skunking that happened from their bottles. Like, they literally changed their advertising style to fix the problem that was happening from the bottle problem.
Instead of fixing the problem.
So they suggested they actually had it in their commercials to have the lime in there because they knew that would undercut the skunkiness of the beer.
I feel like
That was
Mm.
Corona's marketing department actually designed that to
I feel like-
fix their problem.
I feel like it says it on their label too, doesn't it?
It does.
Yeah.
It does. They do that on purpose to fix what
Interesting.
they realized it was a problem and they said, okay, we got to fix the problem. This will fix it. We have to advertise that you have to fix it this way. And they didn't say it was a problem when they said, hey, do this. They just said, hey, do this. And people did it and it was good. So everyone was fine. But yeah, that's why their advertising is with the lime.
Hmm.
To fix
Interesting.
the skunking that happens automatically from their bottle. So adding lime juice to a skunked bottle will help the beer.
Well, it's because of the clear bottle too, like it is. So yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Guinness Zero is the word. I haven't had the Guinness Zero yet either, so it might
But
be
I'll tell
interesting.
you, the Corona marketing department did a pretty nice job, honestly. Like they sorted out their issue without having to change what they were doing. They didn't
Yeah.
have to spend millions to fix the problem. They just told people to do a thing, and that fixed it for them. So
Put the lime in. The lime helps.
the lime and the coconut, and drink it all up.
Genesee dirt. Yeah, Genesee, for a decent beer that you get at a low price, Genesee's not bad at all. I mean, you get like a 12 pack for like $8.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that.
12-pack.
Vodka from a drinking plastic bottle. Go pop off. Pop off is commonly in a plastic bottle. I've had days for that back in the day.
Mhm.
Plastic is cheaper than cardboard as a commodity, Pat said. So there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think no matter what
Yeah, for
costs
sure.
in their price, and definitely get rid of the plastic offerings. Yeah. I think it's the point, right? I mean, you got to start. You can't just keep dumping stuff. You have to at some point make an adjustment.
Well, you also have to think the plastic versus cardboard costs.
Yeah.
Cardboard has to come from trees, so it's like paper. It's coming from trees, so you have to have that pulp to make
Yeah.
cardboard. So you're hurting the environment.
But you can replant trees
You can replant trees. That's true.
to grow new
Which-
trees versus plastic just taking up landfills.
You can
yeah,
replant trees
Right.
as long as there's spaces to replant trees in.
yeah,
And
not condos.
unfortunately, the human race has been very good about taking away spaces that trees can.
Well, what's funny is like we see stuff happen, and it's like land's like, oh, this house fell off the side of a hill, in California or something. It's like, yeah, you don't have to put houses everywhere. Like some plate land is not good land. People build stuff down south somewhere, and it's like they start sinking. Like, yeah, because part of your land's a swamp. You don't want to build in that area. You don't need to build everywhere you can actually try to build. Like, leave some of the other stuff. You're tearing up the ecosystem.
Right.
Yep.
4-pack and a 6-pack leather carrier. But this has always
There
been
you go.
carriers. The people who are in the craft beer are willing to pay the 50 cents extra for the most environmental. Yeah, I think so too. And I would say overall the craft beer community is definitely more of a eco-conscious type community
agree.
as well. Yeah.
I would have to completely agree. But I mean, so you're willing to pay extra for the beer. Why aren't you willing to pay extra 50 cents to have something that's eco-friendly?
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, overall, most people are pretty. If you're buying what's the 50? Oh, they do the smoogie.
Oh, imprint.
Imprint.
No, I'm sorry, it's not smoogie. Then it's 50 North, 50.
450 North does the
450
smoothies.
North.
Yeah.
That was it.
Yeah.
But
They do the sours as well. Yeah.
so you're paying $30 for a 4-pack. Why not pay for a more environmentally friendly way to carry it home? Like honestly, if you're doing that, it comes to null at the end of the day. So
I don't even know I can still trust the ABV on 450 North. That's a
Yeah.
whole different topic. Yeah. But
I know they don't post that no more like they used to.
no, actually, I've seen them on cans now. Here we see them on cans on
Or
ABVs.
maybe in distribution they do now.
Yeah.
You know, it used to
Before
be
they
like
didn't.
that.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
were, when all that happened, they were having,
Yeah.
and that was what actually was, but
Yeah. I don't know if the number's legit or not, but they do have a number on there.
right. Like, but is
You're-
it though? Are you sure?
450 North is a sus brewery for sure. Leather coasters of my cold got in the way of production. I'm sure they're going to turn out well.
they're going to be beautiful.
Plastic bins in the truck. I pushed the cart out without bags.
Well, that's interesting. So if you get one of those like the carrier bins, and then you can put that right in your cart and just have all your stuff in there and
Yeah.
put it
And
back
just
in.
taking it out there. Yeah, that's actually
That's
a good
not
way.
a bad
to do
idea,
that.
actually. Like
Yeah.
That works. That works.
like the not Tupperware, but you know what I mean. The storage.
Yeah, the Rubbermaid thing.
Yeah, Rubbermaid, one of
Yeah.
those.
Yeah,
Makes
for
total
sure.
sense.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about bags at all then.
Yeah. Buy bags every now and then. There's LOL. Paper bags are 10 cents. They only use reusable. Plastic bags are $1 or $2 or $3. Oh wow, okay. So they're gonna make you uptick if you want to use the plastic.
Yeah, and that sounds fair to me.
Vanessa apologized to Mallory again. Well, that time it was my fault for bringing it back up. So
I don't know how long it'll take me to recover from reading that.
Bruffer's going little super troopers on. Let's take your own bags, meow. Oh, that was one the other day. New rules were made. This was the first time under the new rules. Yeah, the Super Bowl was the first year for that. Game restarts as a new game, new quarter. Well, it's funny because people were like, I guess when they were talking about it, when the Chiefs got the ball, they finished it before the end of the first quarter, but they're like, so if it went to 0, they would just put additional time on the clock. And people were like, well, why have the clock then anyway?
Right.
It was, yeah. It turns out Kyle's not a genius. Yeah. Well, you look at his dad, Mike. Well, wait a minute. Did Mike finally get it done? It was Mike that got it done with Elway, right? Mike Shanahan. When
Yes.
Elway won in 98 and 99, I think, or 99 and 2000, because he went back to back with Elway. Wasn't Mike Shanahan the head coach? Because Dan Reeves was the one that couldn't get it done in Denver.
Right.
So I think it was Mike Shanahan. So yeah.
I'm so sorry, but at that time I was watching Buffy the Vampire Slayer and trying to survive choir class. So I got
Yes.
nothing for you, man.
It was Mike. It was Mike 3 times because Mike had it, those two, and then he had it with Peyton. Wait a minute. Was Peyton there? I'm trying to think now. Yeah, Peyton won it 1 year, and that was when Shanahan was still coach. But then he won it 2 years with Elway because Terrell Davis won it 2 years with Elway. It's a running back. In the one Super Bowl, he was having a migraine, which is interesting. And they kept him in the game, which was interesting. Nowadays, you get fined for that with the new
Yeah, I was
league
gonna say,
rules.
that would
Hey,
happen.
Yeah.
Rod, who started this thing where you refer to people by first names? Just saying.
What do you mean?
I mean, I have no freaking clue who the hell you're talking about. Kyle?
Shanahan. We're talking about Shanahan. They're Mike Shanahan, Kyle Shanahan, Peyton Manning, Terrell Davis. They're all football players.
Yeah,
They were
I
Broncos.
only pay attention to the Steelers, so I don't care.
It's been a while for them too.
Steeler fan.
Although I did see that one of my alumni, well, now I can't think of his name, McAfee, Pat. Man, just maybe that 18% is caught up with you. So Pat McAfee said of T.J. Watt, who's on the Steelers, you know T.J. Watt, right?
Yes.
So T.J. Watt wants to break the 22.5 sack record. So if he breaks it this season, Bannerjacks donated $500,000 to one of the charities of TJ's choice.
Oh, that's sweet. I like
Oh,
that.
nice.
Yeah,
That's cool.
So
No, I'm happy to hear that. I did not know
Yeah.
about that thing. So that's fun.
but then it's like, well, can't you just donate $500,000 anyway? Because apparently you have the money.
Yeah,
Yeah,
really, right?
Just saying.
No, it's
For sure.
the fun. It's
If
for
you're
the
willing
fun.
to do it anyway, you know.
I get the incentive, but at the same point,
No.
it's like, oh, sorry, folks, you don't get the money because TJ came up with sack short.
You know, at the same point you're saying that, if he didn't actually get there, do you think this guy would say, "No, I'm not going to do it now"? No, he'll probably end up doing it anyway.
Yeah, I mean, Pat's a pretty cool guy. Yeah, during the college season, they were doing a kick the field goal thing, and everybody watched the game day type stuff, and they gave a guy a second chance on one of them. When the guy made it, Pat still went ahead and gave him money for it. But yeah, he's entertaining. I love
He's
watching
cool,
Pat. I know
yeah,
he gets
he's-
like, but he's like entertaining. He was just that way in college, from everything I know, when he was at WV too. So yeah,
When he was a punter at Colts, he was freaking hilarious.
yeah. And he did a little walk off when he
His
like nail a
on-field-
punt.
on-field, like actions and stuff. Like he wasn't afraid to tackle nobody. He'd be like busting loose on guys.
Vanessa, you were sitting in my chat talking. So, Rod, I don't know if you're aware,
Well, her
but
chat should come over to mine. I think it comes over.
it does. But as someone writes something and it's mixed in with the others, but they can't see anything anybody else writes on yours.
Oh yeah, if they're over there, yeah.
So if she's chatting on mine, she's not seeing anybody else's comments until they pop up on the screen. So that can be very disorienting. I found that out from a couple of my viewers that are like, yeah, the chat thing is a little funky if we're watching it on yours. And I'm like, okay, that's chill. Watch it on his. I'm cool with that. Don't worry about it. But they're like, yeah, he's showing comments and we never saw those comments. I'm like, okay, it's okay. Honestly, pop over to Rod J's. It's not a big deal. Okay, so you were chatting earlier about your videos that get the most views on the cores or the regular beers and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know on my channel what gets the most views and is still getting constant views? It's like ridiculous level views.
What's that?
Your Christmas songs.
Santa baby?
When I shaved my head.
Oh,
It's-
right.
Oh yeah, I can tell you. I can tell you.
It's all about the bald thing. So shaving bald. My channel is still getting crazy views on those videos of me like shaving my head. And do you guys get like pop-ups from YouTube that's like, hey, you could connect with this channel, or you could have like, do you get any of those things? Because I've gotten those before.
Like what do you mean a pop-up? Like an email they send you, or is it just
It's emails, but it's also like, hey, this is a channel you might be interested in when I log into my YouTube thing. They're all about women shaving their heads. Every single video. Nothing I get from YouTube has anything to do with beer. They're all like,
Yeah.
hey, you shaved your head once, and that's your most views. What do you want to do with shaving your head? All the time. Nonstop.
Well, it makes. I mean, it actually in the YouTube, it makes sense
I know.
because
YouTube does not recognize my channel as a beer channel because I shaved my head for charity.
Really?
Well, no.
Right.
I am not a beer channel according to YouTube.
Well, it's not. It's not that it doesn't. It doesn't. Not that it doesn't recognize your channel. It's basically the
They're
algorithm. The
Yeah.
algorithm is connecting your video to what people are looking for. So, shaving your head is a big thing that people do for charities,
Yeah.
and there's a lot of charities taking place. So it makes sense that would draw a lot of attention to it.
You know, it's cute that you say for charity. I'm getting things that are connecting me with people who shave their head for sexual things or for, you know, like bald women, like that's a thing.
Well,
That's
I mean, they might be doing charity for somebody. They might be doing charity for somebody.
so
What?
I'm
You can
getting
shave your
some-
head. You can shave your head for sexual stuff. Where do I sign up? What the hell?
Apparently
I know, right? Yeah.
there are men in the world who find a shaved head on a woman very attractive. And that is a thing that I've had to fight since I did that charity, which I love that I did the charity. I'm not upset that I raised money for that charity. I'm happy that I did it. But I've had so many issues from people who were misconstruing the situation in many ways. And it's been a problematic thing, unfortunately.
Really?
So YouTube
That's weird.
used my channel as a head shaving channel for women. It's how YouTube, because those videos get the absolute most views of anything I've ever done. Not
So
even remotely close any of my other videos. Nothing even remotely close to my head shaving. And I'm
You're
just like,
probably
yeah,
you're
okay.
probably getting shared at some Sinead O'Connor Reddit group or something
Yeah,
too now. Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
And on Instagram, it's the same thing. Like I have people contacting me like, when are you going to shave your head again? I'm like, you know, now that you've asked, never. Thanks.
Yeah.
But you're getting views. You're getting views.
I know
So
we're getting views, but that's not what we're here for. I mean, we were trying to raise money for charity, true, but
right.
that turned into a very upsetting situation. Honestly, I had some creepers, man. There were some messed up people messaging me during all of that. It was so, because when my hair was still long, I had people like messaging saying, I will fly to Chicago if I get to cut your hair. I will give you $5,000 if I get to like do the first like snip on your hair.
What?
I mean, like, oh, okay. You need to not contact me anymore because you're flying in from other countries. No, I'm good. I'm good. Thanks. It was weird. It was weird. And
Yeah.
to this day, YouTube still views our channel as a haircutting or shaving the head channel.
Yeah. Well, once you put up other stuff, it'll start to fade out again for you.
I know. I gotta get back into it, which is the plan. But whew,
Yes, you do.
I know,
Hey.
I suck. I'm not getting any awards this year, and I'm okay with that because I stopped in February.
Oh,
And now it's February again, and I'm not even remotely nominated for any of your awards, and I'm okay. I don't mind that. But
well,
Jesus Christ, there's so much going on.
see, I'm shooting for 2 this year. One of them is your trophy that you won this year or last year.
Oh yeah, nice.
I'm shooting for that one, and I'm also shooting for Alan's trophy this year, best intro. Because on my next video that comes out, I think on Saturday, I have an amazing intro. I'm so proud of it.
Oh.
It is awesome.
Awesome. I'm happy for
see.
you, and I'm content not winning awards. I'm okay with that. I really just want to get the channel started again. I really want to
Yes.
get moving. And Chu and I keep looking at each other while we're exhausted, just like, do you want to film something? And one of us is like, okay, we can film it, but who's going to edit it? And we're just both like, oh my God, how are we going to do this? We're dying.
Right.
We're dying.
Just
So-
film and don't edit. Just put up a wrong cut. Actually, a lot of channels are growing by not editing now.
I know. We unfortunately started ourselves off with heavy editing.
Well, you know, I mean, you got to stay there though. Like,
I
you
know,
know,
I know. But in our heads, we're like, oh, we got to do this. 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 We got to add in this.
a thing about YouTube is most people put more pressure on them than they actually need to put on. As long as you're telling a good story, people will watch. You don't have to worry about the editing as much.
And
to actually grow it out.
I know that you're correct. I just have a hard time convincing my brain that you're correct.
Right.
Just say Rod's correct and move on. Live a better life.
There-
That's why
there you go.
That's why I tell the wife it seems to work out well. So
Seriously.
let me see if I can get some of these comments here before we shut
I know
up.
better
Shut
than
off.
that, Rod. I know better than that. That'd be
Yeah, I
like
don't know
me
if
trying to say that to her.
yeah,
don't do that.
You're like, well, it works for Rod, and you're like his wife, so it should be the same thing, right? Yeah. So, yeah. I mean, literally, they are like the same person. So,
I hope Patrick's talking about Corona and not Heineken.
yeah, he's talking about Heineken, I think, drinking in California, no skunk.
gotta be
I
talking
don't know.
Really? He's got to be talking about Corona. It's
Maybe.
closer, right? It's got to be.
Hey, what's up, Trilby? Cheers, my friend.
Trilby? Hi, Trilby.
He's talking about Corona. Okay.
I
It's
believe.
got to be.
Legalized hemp in 50 states. Well, not hemp. Legalized marijuana. Maryland was number 20. So
He's talking about the carriers. If you did them all,
Oh,
that
I
would
was
take
thinking of
care it.
something. I was thinking something else. Which come to Maryland, it's legal here.
Legalize the hemp. You can have the carriers made out of hemp. It's easy.
Hell no, I ain't paid 20 for a 4-pack. Yeah, for some of them, like Mal said 30, but I think here, like 450 North, I've seen some 25, 26, but at that point, I'll go 20. I'll go 20 and get other half, or
I paid
some other
20
stuff.
Or I paid $38 for a 4-pack of 450
Yeah.
North.
See,
when
I
was
can get
in
imprint. I can get imprint, and his imprint's going to be like 18 and 22, maybe. It's going to be less than 450, and I can trust them on the ABV.
See, that's crazy because Imprint's more expensive when we sometimes get them here.
Yeah. Vanessa said 15 gallon plastic tubs stored at the car. Yeah, there you go. Take them out, store them at the car, put them in the bags.
Right.
Leather tote the size of shopping bags. You got so many good projects, right? Vanessa.
I love Vanessa.
Vanessa is
so
uber
much.
wise.
Even though she told me to look up, I love her.
99. Last year, my degree in math and computer science double major. Always learning. I don't know about that, Patrick. Oh, Patrick is right. You are uber wise for sure.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
Tumor says, Patrick, what state are you from? I'm smoking hemp right now. I moved back over to Rosin. There you go. I mean, you can still see, I can see all the comments here. So Mouse feeds in, but it's like she was saying, if people are commenting, you might not see them through there, I guess.
Yeah.
Save my head that December, so December 22nd, I think. You should see the stuff in my feeds. My brother saw one of the stuff that pops up and said, what the heck? Oh, well, yeah. Let's see here. OnlyFans Shane.
There we go. There we go.
I love it.
Let's see here. Shave my head every 6 years or so. Edgar says I shave my head 2 times a week. Bald lives matter. Yeah. I shave mine as well. So in fact, I just got a new head shaver because my other one were like, I don't know, some of the Amazon ones are kind of cheap, but I got a new one to plug in. So I got these are like 7 or 8 heads on or whatever. You pop it into the electric type thing and you're done like in 5 minutes or something. But yeah. Always Creepers Maui, that never stops, right? Creepers are going to be out there. I just searched your channel, and that was the first video that showed up before the ads.
Right? The first one that shows up is me shaving my head. It has nothing to do with beer except the fact that I was at a brewery when I did it. I was at a brewery when I shaved my head. That was the only thing I had going for the beer. It's so upsetting.
Here's Timur and Truly, and what is this show about? What's up, Derek? Cheers. Well, that's a good question there, Derek. I don't know. We're kind of like we're like a Seinfeld type thing. So, you know,
It's been interesting.
You just never know. You just never know.
That's
What
right.
I will tell you, every Thursday night, 8 Eastern.
No champagne or girly drinks. We drink beer and beer and beer, beer, beer. No champagne or girly drinks. We drink beer and beer and beer, beer, beer.
and then we just talk about a bunch of stuff. We start out with beer, but if you go back and you look into the show tonight, we delve into other things too. We educate on different topics as well that may or may not be beer related.
Man, it went off the rails pretty hard tonight. Let me tell you,
But
pretty hard.
Which there's no
But
shame.
you-
You should be happy to hear this. Like it went off the rails and you wasn't even here.
I know, right?
I know. I missed the first little bit of it. Yeah. So but I kind of caught up. Everybody kept commenting about what was going on. I'm like, okay, I got it.
Like, it wasn't even her fault. So I was like, we can't blame you.
No, you,
Right.
you were not at fault at all. You did great.
Oh, thank you very much.
like Timur said, it's cool that it's live. Good beer time. We appreciate that, Timur. Yeah, we just have a good time. Drink beer, kind of give you a virtual happy hour. We talk some beer news, talk some beer things, what we're drinking, what to look at for the different channels. Make sure to check out Shane's got his craft channel. You got Mal, who's got the channel coming back here as well. So we do a lot of good things and have fun and pretty much open it up that this is the one consistent live feed we do every week, Thursday night, 8 Eastern. And then I'll put up different other beer stuff during the course of the week. So it's a fun time.
That is
Hey, Derek from Vanessa. Feel about nothing, right? Like Seinfeld, but with beer. Glad you found us, Seymour. Indeed. And oldest paper mill in the USA here is in this town, Vanessa says. She's just an abundance of facts.
I know.
Abundance.
She really is.
There's a lot of breweries that are over $20 right now. Meow. Right. See, I almost said right now. He said, give me the meow again.
But yeah.
I'm not going there.
Meow.
Sierra Nevada is my homeway Magnum Imperial 99. Yeah, I just did the review on the Imperial. That is a good one with the Magnum. They did increase the ABV, so yeah, the Magnum did increase the size. I'll leave it there. You can make your own joke, but yeah, it did increase with the Magnum from the base version of what it was before. So
$9.99 for a 6-pack.
yeah. Trez is in the house super late, but cheers. I thought Trez, wait a minute. Do I have it on here?
Turn
Do I
around.
have it? No, but for Trez, I thought he might be in mourning a little bit. So
Oh yeah.
let me take a look. Where is it
Why
at?
is he in morning?
Is it
I thought I had it here. Trez is a 49ers
Isn't that-
fan.
And yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I thought I had it on here, but maybe I don't. I was going to play taps for him, but looks like I may not move that over to this one. He was- He was
We could just sing it for him.
Yeah, there we go. Oh,
he was hoping his Niners would get number 6, I believe it would have been. So, but sadly, it was not to be.
Who needs sound effects buttons? You got a music teacher here.
That's a very
Isn't
nice
there, like-
addition.
Isn't there a high note at the end of that song? Like
No.
a double high note? Like, da-da. Like it's really high. I think, at the end.
Yeah.
No,
Maybe
you
I'm thinking Reveille.
leave it there because it's more vibrant. So you leave it at the low note. You don't want to pull it up to the high note. 'cause
No,
you
I
want-
think there's 2 more notes at the end of that song than you did. I could be wrong. I'm no freaking expert, but I'm pretty sure.
Easy.
there's
You
2
know
more
she
notes
was.
at the
You
end of
know
that
she
song.
was a music teacher, right? So now you.
Oh, I'm well aware. I am well aware. I have been in the presence of greatness. I have
Wait,
watched
so-
I have watched Mallory sing live, and it is just fantastic.
Stop that.
Oh,
No, it's true.
oh.
It's true. She's fantastic.
But no, taps ends on a lower note. It's supposed to show reverence. It's not.
It's like a
to
solemn
have,
song, right?
high giveaway. It's like
yeah.
it ends lower because it's honoring
Oh,
those who
Edger.
haven't made it.
Yeah. For
See,
sure.
I gotta write this down in my notes because I gotta go look it up after we're done the live now.
Okay. I mean,
'Cause I could be thinking of something different. I could be thinking something different.
I played it on the trumpet several times, and now I just kind of sang it right now. But I've never actually sang that song before. It's always on the trumpet. But yeah,
See?
it ends
On the trumpet, it's all about lip control. No notes.
That's true. You do not
Right.
It's cute that Rod's laughing, but on the trumpet, you actually
No,
You know what I'm talking about, Mallory. Mallory knows what I'm talking about.
I got
No, you almost teed me up for another joke there, but go ahead. Yeah, lip control.
on the trumpet. That song was intended for the bugle. The bugle has no valves. The valves are
Right.
the keys that you press.
Right.
On the trumpet, you never
Work
use
the valve.
keys. You never use the keys.
You don't use the valves.
Play that song because it's all in the lip. It's all in the lip. You don't actually affect anything. with
Wait,
it.
what are you talking about here?
You guys are killing me. You're
I'm
killing me
talking
here.
about taps.
Working the valves, doing the lip sir. I'm just saying, I'm restraining because we got to end the show. But I'm like, man, there's a lot of joke material being thrown around right now.
It's okay, Mallory. I get you, Mallory. You get me. We understand what we're talking about.
I get you, Shane. I know you understand what I'm talking
Look.
about. We're all good.
Roofer put up the trumpets there for you. So there you go.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Vanessa cheers from Tread. How about them Patriots? Oh, new coach. They need a new coach.
Steelers.
Ravel taps national anthem. Hail to the Chief. Very familiar with those. And Patriots fan as well. Going to be a bad next year. Oh, well, it's got to gotten bad, I think, already for them. But, people were like, Tom Brady left, and it was like Bill Belichick went down. Like, you just got the old Cleveland Bill Belichick. That's all you got.
Right, exactly.
Remember when
That's
before
it.
Tom came? That's how he coached. That's how he was. So, no
All-
change. No
All
change.
the teams are on a pendulum. So
And see, Vanessa sees the jokes. Vanessa's
Yeah.
like lips. She's kind of see humor in there too. I'm just
Right.
like, gonna leave it alone. Gonna leave it alone.
all the teams
and I-
are on a pendulum. They're swinging backwards right now, but eventually they'll swing forwards again. And the Steelers are the same. The Pirates are the same. And the Cubs are the same. And everybody has their little pendulum swing. And eventually they'll be good. And sometimes they'll be bad. And if you're a good fan, you're going to stick with them no matter what. So relax. It's all good.
I'm still waiting for the good for the Reds. It's always
The Reds.
It's cute that you say that, but she was a Lions fan, and he's had a rough time. So
So
Well, yeah,
close.
well,
So close.
last
It's
year.
still
So close.
it's still a better year than they expected.
Yes, for sure.
Oh, and it just occurred to me,
Edwards a
Mallory.
Rams fan.
yes.
It occurred to me, Mallory. You're right. I was thinking of the last post,
Yes.
not Tap.
Okay.
The last post has those two high notes at the end. So,
But
yeah,
Ah.
I just thought of it just now.
Taps always stays low at the end because
And we're still talking about this.
Sorry, sorry, Todd. It just occurred to me that I was thinking of the wrong song. I was thinking of
I'm
last
just
post, not
kidding,
Taps.
Shane. I'm just kidding, Shane.
It's all good. No, it's all good.
I have to find a way to work that in for sure.
Yeah, he
Of course.
does. Yeah, he does.
Of course.
He has to find a way to work that in.
Oh, you know
It'd be
me.
an
It's all
epic failure if he didn't.
yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. Well, we better get him out of it because then Todd sends me a message next morning. Why'd you let us go so late? I'm like,
Well,
Work comes early.
I didn't say nothing in because that was basically my fault for that one.
yeah. But my goal was just to get to my end of the day tomorrow because I'm on a 3-day weekend. Todd's on a 3-day weekend. So President's Day.
All right,
Oh.
President's Day.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
couldn't pick between Lincoln and Washington's birthday, so they put it right in the middle.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
2 for
And
1.
then 2 for 1. 2 for.
That's right. 2 for
What was it? 2 guys in a cup or something? 2 guys.
Oh,
What did you
I'm
say?
Not telling you. I'm not telling you because
What did
it's
Shane?
awful.
Shane said earlier it was 2 guys.
See it. Don't
2
Don't-
girls in a cup.
Oh, sorry, Mal.
don't
Oh.
look it, no, don't look it up.
Don't look it up, but it's two girls,
2
one cup.
girls, 1 cup.
2 girls.
Don't
1
look it
cup.
up.
Okay.
Don't tell
Don't
me
look it
what
up.
Just to be clear
Don't
about
look
it.
Don't look it up, man.
And it's like,
You don't need to see that.
Tomorrow.
When Todd
No.
said soft serve chocolate ice cream, he was right. Please do not look this up.
Well, it can't be. It can't be worse than the Cleveland Steamer.
It's pretty damn close.
Have you seen the Cleveland Steamer?
No, I don't want to know, but it's
Maybe you
better.
want to look it up.
Urban
Maybe you want to look it up.
Fuck you! I'm not looking up anything else for you fuckers. Not looking up anything else. I hate you guys.
We want to see if your face can turn that shade of red again one more time before the night's over.
Oh my god! I just thought about the thing, the cone again. Oh my god! Why is
I
there?
think
cone?
I think we put Mal on nuke alert. Mal's on nuke alert right now. She's about to blow.
Right?
It's terrible. Why is this a thing? Why does this exist? Oh my god.
Construction,
Oh.
road construction is going to be a whole new thing to mount now. I'm going down.
Oh,
the road.
none came tonight. Let's see here. Oh, Tressa, we're supposed to get snow rain mix tomorrow. Oh, be safe. Well,
Yeah,
Todd, you might be
yeah.
getting that too then. Yeah,
Yeah, we're
since you're not
supposed to
that
get,
far
like,
from Triss.
They're saying
Well, I
like 4
hope
to
there's
6
no
inches tomorrow night.
snowballs.
What'd
I
she
mean,
say?
if you're home, you know what, Mal, if you're home for the day,
No snowballs. No.
it's not
Oh
it,
my god.
it's not
Snowball
plural,
fight
Mal.
ish, maybe.
It's snowball, and you don't want to be snowball in. It's not plural. It's not plural. Patrick says, I think the Reds are going to be good this year. I've heard that too. I heard they might have a pretty good squad for coming in this year.
Well, they should, because they were all basically 6 rookies last year that played, so they should be
Yeah.
on the up and up.
Trez is ready to go Reds. Well, maybe this year, like you and Trez, and actually plus Pat's there too. Y'all can all probably get together for a Reds game.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
I'll be coming back in August. I'll have to let you know when I'm back up there. Maybe if it's the Reds are home, maybe you guys will make it up for a game or something.
Yeah, because I was supposed to meet
Hopefully I'll
Trez.
see you in April or July before that.
Hopefully, yeah, hopefully. So now that I know you guys are going down to the Vegas one, I'll check to see on that too. But the Toronto one's definitely because Niagara Falls is only like a less than a 6-hour drive for me here, so I'll probably drive if I can. Because that would be like Cincinnati to Chicago when I would drive, rather than deal with the airport and probably have to change flights and deal with bullshit when I drive for 6 hours.
Get there just fast, probably.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Vegas, just saying, Vegas.
You know,
But
I'm
this
gonna
app-
have to try to meet up with Trez for sure this year at the game because we were going to last year and then he couldn't. Something
Yeah.
came up and he wasn't able to meet up that day. So
It says, ask Vincent Man.
that was good. That was good. Oh, that was funny.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Yeah, it's yeah. You ready to get snow, but not here. There you go.
Oh my god!
Did you look it up for real?
Oh
You
my
should.
God.
You know you should have looked it
know
up.
she did. Yeah, yeah. Curiosity.
I didn't-
killed the
Oh,
cat.
why is that a thing?
Why did you look it up? That's a better question. You knew it was going to be bad.
Right,
Oh,
Shane? Right?
I can't help myself. It was
Curiosity
terrible.
killed the cat.
Why?
Yeah.
Why?
That's right, Todd. You're right, Todd. You're right. Absolutely.
So
2 to
okay,
4 inches.
great.
Yeah, be safe there too.
And then Cleveland Steamer, like that makes the most fucking sense. Who the what the hell?
Say-
What the hell is wrong with people?
See,
Dude,
that's why I asked.
gonna
I
have
asked
this-
it. That's why I asked if it's worse than 2 girls in a cup because I haven't seen 2 girls in a
No.
cup, but a Cleveland Steamer is pretty bad.
No, it's not worse than 2 girls in a cup.
Well, see, there. Okay, all right. So I didn't know.
I can say for sure now that it's not worse. But what the fuck? Why?
Hey, you can't blame us. You looked it up. That's on you. As Joe was
That's
once
right.
once again, as Mal learns new things tonight.
Holy.
It gets scarred for life.
Destroyed. Like, why is that a thing?
When Chew gets home tonight, he's gonna be like, "What the hell was going on tonight?"
Right?
When Chew gets home tonight, I'm gonna be like, "Stay the fuck away from me! Don't you come near me! Oh my god, there's shit out there! No, no."
It's gonna be over in the corner, just
And
rocking.
I have not seen that drink there, Edger as well. I know that Snoop had the wines, but I haven't seen anything else that they were working on.
Yeah,
Brofer's he's just laughing at this point. Yeah. Teabag and snowball traffic codes. Don't look that stuff up. Yeah, right. Don't. It's at your own peril. Cincinnati chili dog. Wait a minute. Cincinnati chili dog something? Or are you talking about just a coney? Because I'm afraid to ask now, Pat. I'm just saying.
Don't do that, right? I almost spit my beer all over the screen. I was like, you know what I'm saying? Like, is that funny
Oh
or is
my
that
God.
something else? I'm like,
It is not
All
a
right.
thing. It's not a thing.
We better get up on out of here before we get censored or something.
Oh, wait,
But
no,
Yeah,
it did
It's
show up.
like way after hours.
Oh
Yeah.
my god! Oh, it's a thing! It's a thing!
Quit looking this shit up, Mallory. Quit looking it up. What's the matter with you?
Just stop. Just stop. She can't help it.
well, hopefully, folks, we put a smile on your face as you head into the Friday and into the weekend. As always, that's what we try to do. Thanks for everybody that tuned in. More beer stuff coming to my channel. Make sure, again, check out Shane. Shane's got great stuff happening on his beer channel, Shane's Craft Beer Reviews. Who you got for your guest tomorrow night?
I've got Ray from the Elkanauts, actually.
So Ray from Alkanaz, and that channel is Shane's Friday night live stream.
It's Friday Night Live Drinks with Shane is my live.
There you
my
go.
live channel.
So yeah, but so make sure to check Shane out. Mal's still trying to catch her breath right now. Obviously, Taj, you just check out here. We got Edgar drawing descriptions now in the chat. Cheers, everyone. Welcome to all the new viewers that have been here. And this has been fun. This is what we do, like I said, every Thursday night, 8 o'clock Eastern, usually till 11. We went a little bit over again tonight, trying to
As usual.
curtail that back. But, you know, it's a fun time. So we're going to go ahead and sign off. And thank you all for being here.
Ding dong, motherfucker! Ding dong!
Stables.
Yeah, I'm looking for a horseman.
A horseman?
A horseman goes by the name of Rick.
Not here.
Are you a horseman?
I could be. What can I do for you?
Friday night, you can see me at War Games. Bring all your horsemen, because I will have Moondog Spot, Moondog Rex, and the Monkey Brothers. Yeah, I'm looking for a horseman goes by the name of Rick Flair.
Don't know him.
Could I leave a message?
I guess.
All right, write this down. Tell him it's Big Dust,
Okay.
the American Dream.
Okay.
Tell him to meet me Friday night, Starcade.
Meet you at the Stockades.
Yeah, Starcade, Friday night.
I don't know what you're wasting your time for.
Is this Baby Doll? Baby Doll, I know that was you Jezebel! Hello, I'm looking for some horsemen.
I've got plenty. How many you need?
4.
4 horsemen.
Yes, sir. This Big Dust calling on behalf of Crocker Promotions.
Can't hardly understand what you're saying, but
Sorry, I got a little bit of a lisp. What about Chris Benoit? Oh, he did.
I know what you're talking about.
Is this J.J. Dillon's?
No.
Don't lie to me, J.J.'s. You and I go way back, Jack.
Well, it ain't JJ. You got the wrong person.
Don't mess with the American Dream, J.J. My eyes are open as big as silver dollars, Jack.
Well, you got the wrong guy.
You and I, J.J., leather strap match. Dustin Rhodes is the master of the strap match. J.J. Dillon, you a yellow dog.